All right, welcome into another edition of the second half draft show. I am your host, Juice, joined by Headley and Drew. And again, we're going to keep it going with our 7-round mock drafts. It's that time of the off season. Tonight we have the Arizona Cardinals, followed by the Los Angeles Chargers, and of course, D-Kit's New York Giants. So a lot to get to. Three teams that obviously have a lot of work to do. We start with the Arizona Cardinals. We're going to start with the Arizona Cardinals. They have a ton of draft capital, obviously a lot of holes on that roster. So we'll see what we can do in order to bolster this particular team. All right. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I got some thoughts.
That's why I was turning it over to you because here we go.
Listen, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you. I was gonna put it up on the screen, but we don't want no copyright, right? So I'm just gonna play the sound, okay? Tell me what y'all think, all right? Let me pause it. Let me get it right. All right. Turn up the sound. Let me know if you can't hear it.
Johnny Wilson, my man, number 14 for Florida State, 6'7", 237 pounds. He is not a good multitasker. That boy can't chew gum and tie a shoe at the same time. Some people, when you look at the size, 6'7", 237 pounds. We hear this word. We heard it by a lot of people.
You see state? Oh, you got to state in the back. I see what you did there.
But it ain't on the football field. Just tell you.
Hold on, you missed it.
Say that last part. Let me get that last part again.
But it ain't on the football field.
Hold on, let me run it back.
We heard it by a lot of people.
Hold on.
He's for 237 pounds.
Right.
We hear this word. We heard it by a lot of people. He's a freak. Maybe at night, but it ain't on the football field.
Maybe at night, but not on the football field. Hey, we've been saying that, though. We've been talking about Johnny Wilson. We've been saying that, man. His ability, those drops time after time, man. Can't multitask. Steve said it all. But he did show Senior Bowl. He did pretty well there. So
he had a pretty good
there. So yeah, but the tape shows, he's very inconsistent wide receiver. So we'll see what he does at the next level. We'll see.
What's going on, Mr. C. Prasky, Mike, Larry, D-Kit? Here we go. Juke, what's happening? Everybody who's tuned in, glad to have you join us. All right, let's get it started. We have the 4th overall pick. And let's see how things go here. It was interesting earlier this week in terms of the PFF mock draft simulator. It was doing some unique things. So let's see how it goes. I didn't touch any of the settings, by the way. Just get that on record. All right. Got it moving super slow. There you have it.
There it is.
May, Caleb Williams, and Joe Alt are your first 3 selections. So, I think conventional wisdom suggests you already got the scrolling marquee. You're on mute, Drew. You put yourself on mute. You already got the.
You already made the pick.
The scrolling marquee.
That's it, bro.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
You're not even entertaining it. Somebody might want to move up for a quarterback. You're not entertaining
quarterback.
it.
Yeah, the Giants might want to move from 6 to 4.
You don't want to talk to the Giants?
So let me put it back. Let me pull it back. I don't
Rewind.
know. Let me not go there. I'm gonna leave it. Y'all was gonna have to throw in pause in there. So let me see who went. Drake may win. Caleb Williams. Okay, so Daniels is still on the board. Obviously, Penix is still on the board. JJ McCarthy is still on the board. So
how you do JJ like that?
Yes. Hey, I think it, for Arizona, for the trade down, they have to be comfortable with either Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr. Because one of them is probably going to go. So if they look on their board and say, "Hey, we got the same grade on both of these guys," and the Giants are trying to call us moving from 6 to 4, and we'll get whoever the Chargers don't pick. So they would have to really be comfortable with probably Malik Neighbors. If they want to do this trade down. But if they love Marvin Harrison Jr. a lot more than Neighbors, then you don't trade down and pick Marvin Harrison Jr. and run it.
Hey, the last time there was a trade associated with the Giants, if I'm not mistaken, they traded up and took Marvin Harrison Jr. So that's while obviously there's a glaring need at quarterback, who knows? That there's no guarantee, right? Even if we trade down two of the Giants are selecting, assuming that they're going to take a quarterback. There's no guarantee here. So
that's true too. Yeah. So yeah, man. Marvin Harrison Jr. has been my wide receiver 1, so I'm comfortable with him taking him here at number 4. You add him next to a Michael Wilson. Hopefully he can stay healthy. And Kyler Murray got 2 receivers right there that could get open.
Yeah, not to mention Trey McBride, who really stepped up after Zach Ertz was out of the lineup. So it's a good start. It's a really good start in terms of their weapons on the perimeter. Drew, you ready? You ready to put your scrolling marquee back up there? Or
yeah,
are you thinking about it?
No, we good. But I just had a question because I was thinking about it earlier. So, and this is for the people who say Marvin Harrison is the best player in this draft. And to me, I'm not gonna say it's not close because I think we have Marvin Harrison, Rome Odunze, and Malik Neighbors. They're pretty close to each other, but we've been saying it from the very beginning. Marvin Harrison is the best player in this draft. No one, I don't think, has toppled him in any way, shape, or form. And so I just wonder if other people have had him the number 1 player in this draft as we have had him. But as we get closer to the draft and as the numbers come out, the combine comes out, the different things that come out from pro day and interviews and all that kind of stuff, like these players start to change and start to go up people's draft boards. And so people are trying to put Neighbors as close to Marvin Harrison. And in some cases, he's better than Marvin Harrison. Like Marvin Harrison has been the best receiver for the past 2 years. And all of a sudden Neighbors just kind of like, and it's, I don't know, to me, it's a little strange to me, man. It's a little strange. I know some people can make the case for Malik Neighbors, but there's nothing that Marvin Harrison has done wrong at all outside of having a quarterback who can't get him the damn football at times, right? This year. So if he had a Jaden Daniels, if he had a Michael Penix, if he had a Cam Ward, like if he had a quarterback, what are we talking about? Like I think people taking some jabs at my man, and I can't throw it to myself. I mean, who threw it to themselves in the playoffs? Who was that?
Lamar.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Lamar's special.
You know what I'm saying? You know who also did that too? Marcus Mariota. Just so that you say, and that was in the playoffs.
Get that out of here, man. Anyway, your point's well taken, Drew. But we've talked about this, right? When you're at the king of the hill, when you're the king of the hill, this is what happens. This is what tends to happen, right? You have nowhere to go but down. You understand what I'm saying? So as you mentioned, as we get closer and closer, as time elapses, we get closer to the draft, people start, there's a certain fatigue that develops with players at the very top. You know what I mean? None have taken a hit as much as Olu Fashanu, right? We were talking about him being the best tackle prospect a season ago, and now he's like the 4th guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? A 3rd or 4th guy. So it's just the nature of how things work. The prognosticators, fans, NFL people, everybody gets fatigue, I suppose, and you get kind of that shiny new toy, and you want to kind of push them up the board. Now, as I've mentioned before, I think Malik Neighbors has a higher ceiling than Marvin Harrison Jr. But to your point, Drew, we've had Harrison Jr. as a top player on our draft board from poll to poll to this point. So Marvin Harrison Jr. is the pick here. All right, we're going to stay put, D-Kid, and make the selection. There's Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors to the Chargers, Brock Bowers to the Falcons. Interesting.
No more Kyle Pitts. Bye-bye.
Nate Wiggins is the first corner, I think, or after Cooper DeJean, I believe. Brian Thomas, Jackson Powers Johnson, Latu to the Texans, Rakestraw Guyton, Kool-Aid. All right. Let's take a look at what transpired here. So as I mentioned, Malik Neighbors goes to the Chargers, followed by Jaden Daniels. D-Kit rejoices. Rome Odunze to the Titans. Brock Bowers to the Falcons. That is a little different. I guess I don't know. I guess they're not feeling Kyle Pitts no more.
No, they're gonna move Kyle Pitts to receiver, dog.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. Johnny Newton in the top 10. All right, I'm not mad at it. But I am a little surprised. Fashanu to the Jets. There's Cooper DeJean, Bo Nix. So we have, to this point, we have 4 quarterbacks off the board. Fuaga Wiggins, Arnold Verse, Latham, Mims, Turner, Quinion, Thomas, Latu, Powers Johnson, Rakestraw, Kool-Aid. Yeah, so all the corners just flew off the board here. Here we are, 27th overall pick. What do you think?
So this 27th pick, how did they acquire this? Was this the Houston Texans pick?
Yes.
So when they made that trade, they probably thought they were going to be in the top 10 again.
Oh, of course they did.
So it didn't really work out for Arizona.
Not to that degree. Not to that degree. Yeah.
27th pick. Man, I think look at this roster, man. The Cardinals, I think defensively, they need a lot of help on the defensive side of the football.
All levels, at every level.
A corner would have been nice, but yes, every level of the defense. Every level of defense. Yeah, the corners just flew off the board here. Boss got that Kool-Aid. What you think about that, Drew? You like it?
Yeah, that mean Dean's gone, right?
There. Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
All right.
I need my safety though. You feel me? But
what's going on, Headley? You got quiet all of a sudden. What's up?
Yeah. We're talking about the Bucks. Yeah, defense, man. Wow.
You were talking today. You said nothing.
I think they like all three levels of the defense need help, man. They drafted our guy BJ Ojulari last season. He's the pass rusher for them, but other than that guy, they still got Buda Baker. I'm not even sure how long Buda Baker is going to be on this roster.
He's not going to be back.
We could just go best defensive player available. I think that'll be the best bet, man. I know the corners you said just ran off the board. You got Lassiter still on the board. Byron Murphy. Yeah, let's click everything. Click them all, man. Based on our board, I think
Darius Robinson looks like the highest.
Darius Robinson.
Player.
Robinson, Murphy, one of those two guys. Yeah, Robinson.
I'm thinking about our board. I think it's Robinson then Chop. Probably the next two highest players on our board.
Yeah,
among the defensive players.
Yeah, man. What we always talk about, Darius Robinson or Chop Robinson is the versatility Darius Robinson can do outside, inside, pass game, and run game. I think Arizona could use a player like that. This guy looks like a natural leader on the football field. He's all about his business. Jim Nagy had a tweet today was like, people got to adjust their boards, man. If you don't have Darius Robinson in the first round, you got to adjust your board because this is a first-round talent. We saw that at the Senior Bowl all week. He was unblockable. He moved up the board for me too, man. So, I wouldn't be mad at Darius Robinson here for the Arizona Cardinals.
You know how I feel about Darius Robinson.
Maybe in the 7th, Mr. C. Prasky. Or we might prioritize him UDFA.
Yo.
You know what I mean? I don't know, bro.
Listen,
what's the sweet spot? What's the sweet spot for Kalen King, bro? Day 3, right?
He's day 3.
Fifth round. Fifth round. I would say fifth round. Now, unless, and I don't see if he don't run well, but there's no possible way he don't run well because at the Senior Bowl, I think he was 2nd or 3rd fastest, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So. Yeah,
he could potentially 4.3. He could be a 4.3 guy. Low 4.4s to 4.3, somewhere around there.
I have no qualms against Darius Robinson here. I'm fine with it. Everybody on board?
Yeah.
The kid looking at Fautanu. I always said I wanted to replace DJ Humphries, but. I like Darius. It's a defense. They need so much help on the defense. I think the offense is closer. You got Paris Johnson, the guy you drafted last year in the first round. So, and then you got the two receivers now with Wilson and Marvin Harrison Jr. So I just think defensively is where we got to go for Arizona.
All right, let's start with Darius Robinson. We have an early 2nd round pick and a pair of 3rd round selections. So we'll see what that yields. All right, so Darius Robinson is the selection here. Buffalo goes to Byron Murphy, Troy Franklin, Braylon Trice, Lassiter, Braswell, Keon Coleman, Adonai Mitchell. All right. Troy Fontana's still there. He's still on the board. So if we're ready to part ways with DJ Humphries, I'm interested to know. I don't recall off the top of my head. What does DJ Humphries' contract situation look like right now? What does it entail? All right, and as I think Drew's working on that, Headley,
Yeah.
your thoughts based on what's on the board here. What do you think?
You got versatility along the offensive line. You know, some people say Fautanu should be guard. We like him at tackle. So you know, you could draft Fautanu here. Make DJ Humphries have 1 year out there. I'm not sure his contract. Drew's looking up now. Put him Fautanu at guard starting off the season. And once we move off from DJ Humphries, we can move Paris Campbell to the Paris Johnson to the left, Fautanu to the right, Fautanu to the left, Paris Johnson to the right. You can offer a lot of versatility with Fautanu right here. And to me, he's the best player on the board right here. So, you know, DJ Humphries doesn't really matter to me what his contract is. I think Fautanu is a pick regardless.
So the out is this year. You would take 13.8 million dead cap space. Yeah,
so that's reasonable, right? That's reasonable. If we had to make a move, if we decided to trade him away, right, we could stomach it. But I wonder, as we acquire Fautanu, as you mentioned, Headley, it doesn't matter whether Humphries is on the roster or not. You like Fautanu here. We have a spot for him. The question is, are we a better offensive line with Humphries, Fautanu, and of course Paris Johnson? I think we are.
Yeah, guarantee. Yep.
So I think we have an accord here. Drew, any dissenting thoughts?
No, man. I mean, I don't think you can pass this guy up.
Talk to me.
No. You can't pass that guy up.
Okay.
Fautanu, he improves your offensive line. You save some money. If I can improve a position and save some money, and I'm taking probably the best guy at the position. Some people say he can be an all-pro guards. I think we here at CPGM feel like he can play both positions, but I think he would be just as good as at tackle. So lock it up, man. Lock it in, lock it up.
All right. As I make this selection, I do want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Do we keep Humphries in the fold, or do we move him? Do we move him?
I think we could move him, man. If we could get a draft pick where we could probably get an interior offensive line. We could trade him, get his pick an interior offensive line later this draft. I'll move him.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about creating a position, right, of need to then draft somebody else for Humphries. Like Humphries, despite how you feel about Humphries is still a proven commodity. We know what he is. You understand what I'm saying? That's kind of my point. That's kind of my point.
You know,
there has to be a player that you really covet.
Yeah.
That you're ultimately moving him for in order to acquire the draft capital to go get. That's my thought process. You have to have a player in mind, not just, oh, well, you know, I like some of the other guards. We could just draft one of the other guards. We don't have to move them. Yeah. We can just draft one of the other guards if you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's I just want to make sure that we're on the same page as it relates to that. Headley don't like the damn Gators, bro. He don't like the Gators, bro. Get him off the squad.
So has the team ever drafted a player, right? Wanted that player, drafted the player, but also they haven't necessarily figured out what they're going to do with the player that's in that place that's already there in terms of the veteran, right? I think that happens every draft, right?
It does.
So I think that's this situation. We'll figure it out. If we end up cutting him, we cut him, bro. Doesn't matter, right?
Sure.
So
I just want to. If we're gonna move him, right, we need to move him during the draft. That's my point, right? I can see a scenario where he's a starting left tackle this year, right?
Yeah.
Beyond this season, probably not, but he's a starting left tackle this year. Fautanu starts out at left guard. Paris Johnson is at right tackle for one more season.
Yeah,
right.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Also,
we can do that.
I made up,
bro. Why didn't you just say that, bro? Why didn't you just say that, bro? What are we doing? What's the plan,
no,
bro?
But what I'm saying is that if there's a player, considering that Fautanu can just come in at either tackle position, right?
Oh, I got you.
If there's a
Okay.
player that you really covet, I'm not just talking about, oh, well, we have the tackle, so we could just draft the guard. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a player at a different position that you absolutely covet. You now have Humphreys as a chip to move.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my point.
But what do you think we could get back for DJ Humphreys? We're not probably gonna get back that much draft capital. It's probably a third round pick for him. You know, no one's really.
I think that's reasonable. I
Yeah.
think that's reasonable. I guess it just kind of depends as we get into the third round whether or not there's somebody that, you know, we don't feel like we're going to be able to get that's available. I actually think we have, if I'm not mistaken, 3 third-round selections. So
yeah. Oh, I didn't mean third round. I meant day 3 pick. I meant day 3 pick. Yeah, I don't think we get back much for DJ Humphreys on the market.
Maybe not. All right. Let's make the selection here with Fautano and we'll move on. All right. Jordan Morgan right after that. Yeah, PFF got to adjust their Tez Walker stuff. Lad McConkey fell to the second round, bro. What's happening?
Oh, snap.
That's a good point, Alex.
Round.
Grant Barton going pretty late, too. Let me pause it up a second. Our 2 safeties went off the board. That's not ideal without Buda Baker. Michael Penix to the Vikings. Xavier Legette to the Falcons. J.J. McCarthy to the Raiders. Chop lasted a little bit longer than I anticipated. Yeah, this right here. Barton, Newman, Kinchins. Interesting. All right, keep it going.
Yeah, I think these next couple of picks, we just got to keep adding to that defensive side of the ball for these boys.
66, 71, and 90 coming up. So picks rather
all
close.
Right. Yeah, I think the Cardinals should be aggressive. We didn't necessarily do that here in this mock draft, but I think the Cardinals need to be aggressive with that additional draft capital. As Alex mentioned, Humphreys is hurt, so he's not going to have a trade market, right?
Yeah.
So it is what it is there. But with those additional draft picks, there's so many good football players here in the second round, guys that we believe are immediate impact starters. Probably need to get aggressive. Like I said, Buda Baker won't be back. If you go Tyler Newby, Ken Kitchens, you know, I love it. Either way, you got guys like, you know, if you really want to go crazy along the offensive line, you got Kingsley out there. You got Adisa Isaac. You know, you're looking for that pass rusher opposite BJ Ojolari. I know we talked about Darius Robinson. He could play the 4-5 technique for you and be just fine. Be a difference maker right there. So a lot of good football players. Adrian Cooper, for example. A lot of good football players. So I think Arizona definitely needs to be aggressive with those additional third round picks based on how the board is falling out. In this particular instance, perhaps a missed opportunity there. All right. So here we are in the third round. As Drew mentioned, we have 3 picks. 66 currently. I know you mentioned we want to continue to focus on this defense here, Headley. What particular position?
Like you said, we can probably get an edge rusher. Like you said, Darius Robinson could play the 4-5 tech for us, or a corner. You know, corners or edge. That's kind of the positions I'll target here for the Cardinals. Unless there's a off the ball linebacker we really like, also we could improve that second level as well.
I was thinking linebacker. That's where I was kind of going with it.
Oh, Dorless.
That would be a good fit for this team.
I mean, among the off the ball linebackers, I think we're highest on Peyton Wilson.
Right.
Yeah.
He's available. Let's see here. We got about 4 picks between this one and our next one.
What corners on the board?
It's Mikey at the top. It's Mikey at the top,
still, bro. That's slot. What we saying? Garrett Williams. He's kind of our nickel inside corner, right, Drew? For the Cardinals.
Currently,
yeah.
They need some outside help at the cornerback position.
So that one we don't have to press right now. I think linebacker is at the top.
I like Renardo Green from Florida State. I think he'd be a pick later on we could make.
Yeah, think we get him at. You think we get him at 90, or maybe we have to get him at 71? But either way, I think 66.
I think the guys that are on the boundary among the corners are close enough for us to wait a little bit on it.
Wait a little bit.
That's the way I feel about it. I think the best football player among the defensive backs right now is Mike Sainristil. And I understand that Garrett Williams is kind of, that player right now as far as the nickel's concerned, but you guys comfortable with passing up Sainristil?
You know how I feel about Dorless. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with doing that, bro.
All right. So are we're going the Dorless route? That's what
I wasn't going the Dorless route, but y'all wasn't going.
Where are you going to Peyton Wilson? You're going Peyton Wilson? Is that
he's going to Peyton, the off-ball linebacker?
Okay. I'm okay. I'm cool with Dorless, right? But Peyton Wilson.
So I'm just looking at the teams. I'm looking at the teams that are going to be making the next few selections. I think I'm not sure that the Washington would go with Dorless, right? They have their interior guys. Of course, he can play the edge too, but I'm not certain that they would go in that direction. What did New England do? Let's just take a look. Adonai Mitchell and Joe Alt. They still need a quarterback, interestingly enough.
Yeah, they haven't been drafting a quarterback. I think they've been doing JJ McCarthy in the third round.
They're going, he got picked in the second in this one. Caleb Williams and Jordan Morgan, TJ Tampa to this point. They need an edge. So I don't know that Dorless necessarily fits the bill. Maybe, but
bro,
Peyton
I'm
Wilson
hard pressed to
certainly
pass up on Dorless, bro. Like I know Peyton Wilson is what you like, but Dorless is a top 30 player for us. Peyton Wilson's not, man. It'd be hard to pass up on Dorless just because I know we need a second level linebacker. But talent, bro. I'm going talent over need, and it is a need also. Imagine we have Darius Robinson, Dorless, Ojulari, all coming after the quarterback at the same time, man. It's that pass rusher to me trumps the second level linebacker. And if we miss out on Peyton Wilson, there's some other second level linebackers we could target.
Well, that's the point that I was going to make is that we can pivot to Trotter, Colson, Cedric Gray. I know Wilson is the guy right among that group, but I could stomach pivoting to those other backers.
See, here's why I'm gonna fight for Peyton Wilson. We probably gonna go with Dorless, which is fine, but I'm just gonna fight for my guy here because he's the guy you can blitz. He's a guy who can come off the edge. Like he was used in a lot of different ways at NC State. He wasn't just a second level player, sit back passive. Like he was an attacking style. He was used as an attacking style linebacker, but he could also cover. So, if you're saying that he can be, a main cog in that defense, and you're one of those defenses that's going to be cute, right? I think he could be a real good part of that, or as we call, not cute, mislabeled it, Legos. He would be a bigger part of that than Brandon Dorless, but that's just me.
So you think he fits this team more than Dorless?
Let me see if I can kind of put some things in perspective, right? So you mentioned versatility and the ability to be multiple Legos. Brandon Dorless absolutely gives you that flexibility. He absolutely gives you that flexibility along the D-line. To have Robinson and Dorless, bro, like it just in terms of, as you mentioned, that the ability to get cute,
right?
They certainly provide that ability. To Headley's point, Dorless is ranked significantly higher on our board. Perhaps we just need to have another conversation about Peyton Wilson. Here's the thing, though, I was just having this conversation earlier today with D-Kid on the X. The best football teams have difference makers at the second level, bro. If you think about it, the best football teams in the NFL have really good play from their second level defenders. Now, it's not always an early draft pick, but the level of play that we're getting on Sundays from those players is high. So that I think is where the rub is. I really do think that's where the rub is. And of course, they have a need there as well. Expiring contracts, guys playing out of position, so on and so forth. So that's why I'm kind of trying to figure out, okay, who's more likely to be there at 71? That's kind of why I'm going through that calculus. That's why I'm going through that calculus.
What's the rankings look like? We got Wilson's at 84 and Dorless is at
74.
10
It's
more.
not a big. It's not a
big gap.
It's not a big
So
gap.
it's really team needs.
Let's go doorless. I think
We can pivot to like a trotter.
There's of those 4 teams, right? And I'm just looking at PFF's needs. I'm just looking at their needs. Washington has a need at linebacker. The Chargers have a need at linebacker, and the Giants as well.
So you thinking Peyton Wilson here?
I'm thinking Peyton Wilson.
You got to play the numbers, right?
We're gonna run the. It's definitely a roll of the dice. It's definitely a roll of the dice.
Bro, we gamble, bro. Ain't nobody scared.
Let's go with Peyton Wilson.
All right, let's do it, man.
Wilson. Linebacker, and I mean, hell, if we wanna secure the doorless, let's trade up, bro. If you want to secure the doorless, let's go get Washington's pick right now.
You want to do it, Drew? I'm down with that.
Let's do it.
I don't want to gamble, bro. A player like Doris, you know how we feel
I'm
about
not
him.
trying to gamble.
You know what I'm saying? Hand technician, man. This guy's a big guy playing like a small guy. He's just, man, the relentlessness, the motor. I don't want to gamble, bro. I want to secure him. Come away with both players.
Let's pull a trigger, bro. Straight up. Make it happen. Make it happen, GM. Make it happen.
Shouldn't take much, right?
It's done, bro. A 7th round pick got it done.
Oh, see? Right. Easy.
All right. All that consternation, but I'm glad we talked it through. I'm glad we talked it through. We made the case for both players, and we're going to make sure that we acquire both players. All right. Now we GM it. Now we GM it.
There we go.
All right. Jeremiah Trotter. So that linebacker went.
Yeah, that probably was that
linebacker went. Yep. That linebacker went. And I think he ended up in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Junior Colson to Seattle.
Just FYI, I can't add no more players to this ticker, bro. We added characters. Let you know something I don't know. Well, so y'all gotta eat it. Pause.
We'll create a new ticker. And you can just bounce back and forth between the 2 tickers.
Oh, okay. That's smart. You smart,
beautiful mind. That's a beautiful mind right there, bro. Smart, bro. Beautiful mind right there.
I ain't never seen the movie, bro.
Oh, man. All right.
Heard it was good, though.
Let's recap what we've done thus far. All right. We got Marvin Harrison Jr., 4th overall. I don't think there's going to be any big debate there. Darius Robinson. It was a run on corners. I was kind of eyeballing one of these corners. Run on corners, but I feel good about the Robinson pick. I certainly can live with it. Mr. C. Prasky says, abbreviate them boys. Stop playing. At the top of the 2nd round, we got Troy Fautanu, whom listen, let me put it this way. If the Jets found themselves missing out on Fashanu, Alt, Fuaga, and they decided to take Fautanu at 10, or they dropped down a few spots to 15 or so, or I'd be perfectly fine with that. So great value there. Absolutely great value there. A lot of good players, again, coming off the board here in the 2nd round. But the Peyton Wilson, Brandon Dorless, after the debate, the discussion, we traded up a few spots to ensure that we got both the players that we coveted. So really great start to this point. The defense, Robinson, Wilson, Dorless, bro. Front seven coming together, shaping up.
What pick was that we traded up for and got
we traded up to 67. So we gave up 71 and 222 to get up to 67.
67. Got Brandon.
How much more picks we got, man? I just want to map it up.
We have 5 more selections.
5 more. Okay. So we need a corner before we exit this draft. We might need 2 corners for this football team. Oh, they got my boy Keitrell Clark. I like Keitrell Clark. He might be starting for these boys next year. I think a running back. I think who said it on the chat? Juk said it. I think a running back also.
Yeah.
Later in this draft, also, Connor getting older. The injuries that he's been dealing with. So I think a running back in the third day 3. Oh, Corley's on the board. So we're going Corley, Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr. That sounds pretty good, D-Kit.
It's hard to argue with that, bro. It's hard to argue with it.
Yeah, you're not a big
Corley
Rondell
always got to
Moore
be in
fan.
there, huh?
What'd you say?
You're not a big
said
Rondell Moore fan.
No.
The slot.
What'd you say, Drew?
I said Corley always got to be in there, huh?
You be hating on Corley, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what's your problem. What's your
lot-
problem, bro?
It's a lot of talk
Low-key?
about Corley, bro.
It's a low-key hate. I thought he came around for you after the Senior Bowl, but he's still throwing
No,
shots.
that man ain't run no damn routes. Knock it off. Come on, man.
He was running
Nah, he
some
ran
routes,
some
bro.
routes. He ran some routes, but I didn't.
He not routing
didn't-
cats up,
yeah,
but
he didn't
he's
check
you know
the
he's a
box
decent
quite
route
for
runner.
me. Yeah, decent.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You want more polish. You're looking for
Yeah.
more polish. I think it's an area he can continue to improve in. I think it's an area. I just, bro, that physicality, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's basically the way you get him involved is kind of an extension of your running game. Yeah, bro. I like it. I like it, but I'm not against prioritizing something else. I'm not against it.
So right now the outside corners, I think DJ James could kind of do both. I know Pritchard could play the outside. Kyrie Jackson, Abrams Drain. He's smaller, but I like the way he attacks the football.
Yeah, I like Abrams Strain too. I think
he
you got some
attacks the
good ones
football.
here. I
Cam
think
Hart.
we certainly have a guy at 105
Okay.
at the corner position.
All
If we decide to prioritize something else, I just want to look at the
best
safeties.
player available.
I want to look at the safeties too.
DTD.
Yeah, Hicks, Bo Braid. All right, so we need to keep that in mind. Marshawn Neal to the Bucks. I like that.
Let's get it, bro. Love that.
Yeah, I like Cam Hart a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
I like him a lot too. Let's before we make this selection. All right, so I'm in favor of selecting Corley. I'm in favor of getting Corley. I think we really come away with a nice set of pass catchers with Marvin Harrison Jr., Corley, Michael Wilson, and McBride. I think our room, as far as pass catchers is concerned, is in good shape. We could put it to bed, and then focus on using the rest of this draft capital to continue to bolster the defense. But who would you be targeting? Who are you prioritizing at 105? Because I want to keep a close eye on who's getting selected, right? Because that could be a run.
Yeah, I think Cam Hart. I like his ability, the length, boundary corner. He's always where he needs to be. Plays the ball really well. I think that would be the target for these boys here. I like a lot of these corners too, but a lot of them are like smaller inside guys.
Sure.
I think him and Kyrie Jackson are probably, and my boy Josh Newton as well, are the guys that could play outside.
So you don't like a Max Melton? I know.
Yeah, I love Max Melton. He's a nickel though. He's a nickel. And Jaron Jones is a nickel.
I think he plays with the requisite physicality to play on the boundary though.
He can.
I get it. I get it.
Love him
that you want him playing nickel. Yeah, you want him playing the nickel. I get that. All right, so Headley, your thought process is Cam Hart, probably Cam Hart, Josh Newton, Kyrie Jackson to bring some size, maybe even Pritchard, depending on how things go. Yeah, you want to focus on adding some size.
My favorite guy in the bunch might be a Max Melton, but I looked at him as a nickel, but when you said he could play outside too, I was like,
I think he can.
You're right.
I think he can.
You're right. He can play outside too. Before we do that, I think interior offensive line is another big need for these boys. I just want to see what the guards look like on the board right now. Cooper Beebe. Cooper Beebe.
That man always gonna be there, bro, in every draft, bro.
That would be my pick right here, man. I know you want Corley, but
it'd be my pick too. No, I would prioritize BB over Corley. I would.
You have to. Bro.
You already know what time it is, bro.
It'd be irresponsible if you didn't, bro.
Big Kid was trying to hide him.
Nah, I'm skipping those. I'll skip to the podium for Cooper Beebe though.
Frolicking.
All
right. So we basically balled up that plan that we wrote down and we threw it out the window because Cooper Beebe's on the board here. Let's go with Cooper Beebe. solidify the interior of that offensive line.
Cooper Beebe. That was pick 71, correct? No, it was
That was
90,
90.
90.
That was 90. Jerry and Jones. Malachi Corley to Kansas City. See what y'all did? See what y'all just did?
Corley to the Chiefs.
My God. My God. See what y'all just let happen? Dang.
Nah, we got Cooper Beebe. We good, bro. You'd be interested. I want to know what PFF has against Cooper Beebe. Like, why they don't like him, man. I gotta read
I'm
this
not
stuff.
sure. I'm not sure.
He's plug and play all day, man. In that phone booth right there.
Maybe it's because there may be some limitations from a scheme perspective. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just thinking out of the box. I'm thinking out of the box. He's not the guy that's climbing out in space like that. You know what I mean? He's more of a throwback, a gap scheme. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I agree, Joe. Okay. So here we are at 105.
That Max Melton on the ball. Oh, Bucky Irvin.
That's what I was just about to say. Bucky Irvin is available too. So I don't.
This offense.
How many corners left? Because you said
not
it's
enough.
105 and then
Not
137?
enough. Yeah, not enough for us to wait till 137.
Okay.
Not enough.
So we're gonna lose Bucky for sure.
Well, excuse me. If we draft Bucky, we need to trade up to get the damn corner. Unless we're comfortable with.
Yeah, I like Bucky right here.
You gotta be responsible, man. Corner is the responsible.
Braylon Allen out here. You got
we got free agency too now. We got free agency.
Lloyd. It's true.
We spent some money on the corner.
Okay.
Go get a Jamel Dean or a corner.
There you go. Yeah, Jamel Dean will be available if the Bucks is drafting. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Yeah, I like Bucky in this offense.
So among particularly in this offense, Bucky Irvin makes a lot of sense here. Let's go Bucky Irvin. We passed up on Corley. Damn, I was talking about going to play some defense in day 3, but the way the draft board is falling out, Bucky Irvin is a selection. So I'm gonna make this pick. Bucky. We're gonna keep an eye on the board. Are we comfortable staying at 137? What y'all want to do?
We keep eye on the board. See where corners are flying off the board.
Keep your eyes peeled.
I'm gonna slow the draft down. Slow it down. Jason Smith, DTD, Kayla King to the Giants.
There you go. Got yourself a cornerback.
Kyrie Jackson to the Falcons. Max Mel. All right. Enough.
Corners are going now. Is Cam Hart still there?
Yeah, but I think it's time to secure the player. The last 3 of the last 4 picks have been corners, and we're all fans of Max Melton. If we were looking for some size, Kyrie Jackson was one of the few options available. So, to me, this is where we make a phone call to the Jets and say, "Look, man, what's it gonna take in order to make this happen?"
Who we grabbing? Who you trying to grab?
You trying to get Cam Hart?
Cam Hart, bro.
Cam Hart. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that okay? You okay?
Yeah,
with
no.
that?
Do your thing. Go ahead, Jim. Right. I'm just chilling in the back, just watching it go down.
Just a second. Just a second. All right. What's that? Who? What? Huh? All right. All right. So we currently only have 3 draft picks left in this particular draft. I'm sure. Nope, they don't want it, and they are not very inclined. So we may have to dip into next year to make this happen. All right, so if we give him the 4, I need something back, man.
It's a cornerback of the future, bro. Like what's Cam Hart's max potential, bro? All right.
I think Cam Hart could be a above average starter in this league, bro. Maybe even better.
Above average starter and maybe even better. Okay.
Yeah.
Give up the 4th round pick, bro.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm trying to recoup something.
Oh, you trying to be greedy?
I'm trying to get something back, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, give me these 2 picks right here. These late ones. 187, 55% chance. All right, I'll take the 2 7-round picks. Because we got a lot of holes. We need to give ourselves as many opportunities as possible.
Yeah, get some guys later. I'm with that.
All right. Let's offer this trade. Move up to acquire Michael Hall out there.
Oh man.
Yeah. Cam Hart. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
What's our next selection?
I believe it's in 180 something. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. So I'll speed this up a bit.
No, our 137. We gave that away.
Yes, we did.
Okay, all right, just making sure. So it's 188. It's from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. It's another good round, man. Well into day 3, round 4. You still got a lot of talent, and I think that's how I kind of felt about this draft class. Is that through 4 rounds, really, really good draft, and you know, as you get more and more familiar with the full class, I think well into the 6th round, you still got good football players available.
What round we in now?
The 6th round.
6th round. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still looking at defense. I think the secondary. I know we got Cam Hart, but I think we can still add some names to the secondary, especially the safety position.
Yeah, safety position. What are we looking at? We got Trey Taylor from Air Force, Jalen Green, Kenny Logan Jr. Is it Kighton?
Boy, Damani.
Oladapo. He was at the Senior Bowl. Josh Potter was at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, he actually had a good week. Oladapo had a good week.
Yeah, there was a lot of people talking to him.
Mm-hmm. He had a good week.
It's a tall dude for the safety position.
All the corners gone.
Them boys wiped out.
No more corners. Jalen Ford, Hopper.
Trevor
Wallace.
Watson.
Mm-hmm. What's Jalen Ford out there, bro?
Best available. What's best available? That's best available.
Dylan Lobb.
Running back.
Oof.
Scroll down a little more.
I like him.
Jaheim Bell out there, bro.
Yeah. Jalen Harrell.
So our offensive line consists of what?
So right now we got Fawutanu, left tackle. We got Cooper Beebe, left guard.
Mm-hmm.
We got Froholz center. Will Hernandez, right guard. Paris Johnson, right tackle.
I might lobby for my guy Javian Cohen, bro.
Play guard.
Yeah, I think Cohen.
Hernandez.
I think Cohen's like a 4th round guy, in my opinion.
Well, you can go Andrew Rame, although I don't think he had a good week. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Your boy Kingsley Bordolini's out there.
Yeah. A lot of good interior players.
Yeah, he can. You're right, D-Kid.
You know what? I think so. This is 188. The next time we pick is what? 222. 222. Didn't you grab 222? The soonest one. So 222, 224. Who can we wait on?
226, 253.
I don't think we can wait on the safety. I think you take the safety here, bro. That's just me. I think O-line, you got some guys.
Let's go Trey Taylor. Let's go Trey Taylor. Let's get
that man had no choice but to be the Jim Thorpe winner, bro, out there playing all the military schools, bro. You got no choice, bro.
Come on, man.
The brand of football is a little different, bro.
What you mean? How you gonna be the Jim Thorpe Award winner when all they running is triple option?
Bro, tackles. Get in there, bro. Mix it up. Let's go, bro.
With the tackles, bro. That's not
I'm just telling you.
Over the top. It's not gonna put you over the top.
Okay,
right,
bro.
Are we on board with Trey Taylor?
Yeah,
I'm on board
with it.
All right, let's do it.
We got two more picks.
3 more, actually.
3 more? Okay. Oh, yeah, we got a 2 in the 7th round.
I would have liked a Keith Randolph here late.
Let's look at those guards again.
Keith Randolph guard?
Yeah, he's gone.
Kingsley.
Aiden Robinson, Bortolini, and Kingsley.
I like Kingsley right here.
Kingsley. Who's our backup QB?
And Clayton Tune, they drafted Clayton Tune last year, right?
They did. They did draft Clayton Tune.
Yeah, I think that's a backup. The Tune man.
ZTF, Drew.
Yeah. Oh, I like him late.
We can wait a little bit. We can wait a little bit.
Put him on the edge. Stand him up.
Mm-hmm.
Buki. Still got Buki out there.
Still got Buki. You was thinking about a Sam Hart, huh?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tua?
Yeah. The younger Tagovailoa.
Tula.
All right.
Yeah. I'm with Kingsley here. From the Gators. You know, we get rid of a Gator, we add a Gator. You know, he got the versatility to play guard and center. So, you know, I like him here, and then I like coming back with a ZTF. You know, a late round pass rusher, can play some special teams as well. Very quick twitch. You know, ZTF. You know, a lot of times guys can't get a hand on him because he's so twitchy. So, I like coming back to ZTF after Kingsley.
All right, let's go with Kingsley, and as Headley mentioned, we'll add an edge rusher late, ZTF out of Washington. And I think we have one more pick in a bit.
They got to add to their player pool, bro.
Yeah, they do. Hartman just went off the board. I don't think we have the capital in order to make this deal happen. I was going to say, let's go get Thule. Tua's younger brother, let me put it that way.
You don't like Clayton Tua?
I would rather
Tua.
Yeah, but at this juncture, I'm not trying to dip into 2025 anymore. We only have 5 picks there right now, so we'll let it ride. Okay. Brant Kuthi.
Tight end.
Span forward.
We do need a backup tight end. Only got Elijah Higgins. I guess that's the backup.
What? Get out of here,
Elijah
man.
Higgins? He's the backup.
Get out of here.
I'm looking at the depth chart right now.
No, you don't have a backup, bro.
So we need a blocking. We need a blocking tight end.
Yeah, I think span forward might be the pick. I really thought we were going to prioritize the defense here.
But Damani Richardson on the board still.
Yeah, Damani is out here.
You could throw him out there.
That's my guy.
Yeah, let's draft Damani, bro. Let him compete.
Give me Damani, man. Spanford probably was a more appropriate selection, but
get him on drafted free agent. We got it.
All right, that's gonna do it for the Cardinals 7-round mock draft. I think we had a Tina Williams join us. How's it going, Tina?
What's up,
Tina? 7 rounds. All right. Marvin Harrison Jr., again, no big surprise here at the very top. Darius Robinson in lieu of the corner, because the corners, there was a run there. Jim Nagy said, you need to adjust your boards. Darius Robinson is going in the first round. He absolutely is, as far as I can tell. Troy Fautanu, again, great value here. Peyton Wilson. So, big debate whether or not we should prioritize Brandon Dorlus or Peyton Wilson. As I mentioned before, I think, you know, we've talked about the devaluation of certain positions, the running back position, the off-ball linebacker position, but the best teams in the NFL this past season, the last couple of seasons, have had really good play from their second-level defenders. So we decided to prioritize Peyton Wilson, but we did not allow ourselves to lose out on Brandon Dorlus. We actually traded up a few spots to ensure that we got both those players. There were a couple different directions we wanted to go in. with the 90th overall pick, but then of course we saw Cooper Beebe was still available, so we had to do it. Bucky Irvin in the 4th is phenomenal addition with Kyler Murray. It's going to be really dynamic in that backfield. We do get our corner. It came a bit later, but we do get our corner. And Cam Hart's a guy that I'm comfortable with on day 2. We end up getting him on day 3. I'm comfortable selecting him on day 2. We actually had to trade up to get him as well because there was a run on corners. We get the Jim Thorpe Award winner, Trey Taylor, at safety late. Kingsley, the center, interior offensive lineman from Florida. Didn't play much this season, but a talented young player that can develop here. It's a good value pick here in the 7th, as well as ZTF is as well. And then my guy, Damani Richardson, man, the leader of men. Playmaker. I'm not sure what that foot speed is going to be like, but we'll see. Hopefully he gets that invite to the combine. I haven't confirmed that just yet, but has played a lot of football and has made some big plays there for the Aggies. So I like Richardson at a minimum. He comes in and helps out your special teams, give you some depth in that secondary. All right. So I'm going to cut it off. As I like to do here. You know what? I'm just going to open it up. I'm going to switch gears here and open it up. Helly, what's your thoughts on this draft, man?
Man, I absolutely love what we did in the trenches. We talk about on the defensive side of the ball with Darius Robinson, Brandon Dorless, but we revamped this offensive line. We got Kyler Murray. We got to give him some time to throw the ball, open up those run lanes for Bucky Irvin, the running back that we drafted here, and James Conner. But getting Fautanu in the 2nd round, absolute steal. Cooper Beebe in the 3rd, another steal. And then we capped it off with Kingsley from the Gators right there. I think all 3 of those guys can be starters for this Arizona Cardinals offensive line. And then we got Paris Johnson, the draft pick we drafted last year. So, I know the Marvin Harrison Jr. Is a sexy, but the trenches, man. Robinson, Dorless, Fautanu, Cooper Beebe, and Kingsley from the Gators. Absolutely love what we did in the trenches for the Arizona Cardinals.
Bro, I ain't got nothing to say, bro. I was too busy working the ticker, bro.
You got something to say because you pound the table for Peyton Wilson. So let's talk about it.
I did. Yeah. That's my guy. Well, I pounded the table and then you pushed back, but then you came in and you said, well, in the league now, you got to have 2nd level players because they affect the game differently. Before, linebackers are kind of, it's kind of like, well, just got guys out there. There was a select few that were very special, but now it's turning into look at the 49ers versus the Chiefs. As soon as Greenlaw got hurt, by the way, I thought Greenlaw was just a jag when he was coming out, right?
Me too.
Just thought he was a jag, and the guy's turned into something completely different, right?
Yeah.
So that right there tells you at the 2nd level you got to have guys who can move and are where they're supposed to be. Because Oren Burks, he was doing his thing in the run game, but he was exposed in the passing game. So I think Peyton Wilson gives you the best of both worlds when it comes to that. Especially if you got Brandon Dorless in front of him. We was talking about playing Legos up front. If anybody doesn't know what Legos means, that's just moving guys around before, after the snap of the football, just kind of confusing the offensive line, which, that's my kind of defense. So I think we retrofitted them with some good guys to run that type of defense here. So, and Headley talked about the trenches in terms of the offensive line. So they did their thing, man. Coming out of here, the Arizona Cardinals. This is a dangerous team, man. It's a dangerous team. So
retrofit, huh? All right, I like it.
I use words sometimes.
Any individual player that you really love that particular selection? Give me one.
Probably go Bucky, man.
Yeah, I was gonna go Bucky too.
Yeah. I already know.
I was gonna go Bucky Irvin.
Yeah, I think miss, bro.
Coming away with Bucky Irving after we decided not to go with Corley, I think that made up for it? More than absolutely. It did more than soften the blow. So I'm with it. All right. That's gonna do it for our 7-round mock draft for the Arizona Cardinals. Good work here. All right, Drew. See, you had the ticker going.
Yeah, man.
You ready to start a new ticker? You ready to start a new one?
Go ahead, bro. I just, I figure it out as I'm going, bro. But if I misspell anybody's name, just let me know. I'm doing my thing. I'm using Google. You feel me? Just, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button. And real quick, you know how I got to do it, bro. I got to let them know what the sub count is so they can share the damn video. And don't be selfish, bro.
Don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish. Why, bro? Why would you be selfish? Don't you want other fans of your team in here so y'all can argue about these picks, bro, and y'all can discuss it, right? So we here for, man. We here for the discussion. We are 33 short of 5,000. So let's get it.
I get that by the end of the month.
Oh yeah,
Big 5K.
We get that. We get that.
Big 5K.
We'll have us a yacht party, man. Y'all come out and join, bro. 1,000 ahead, bro.
Got it like that?
Ahead.
On CPGM Drew Dime. That's on your dime, bro.
No. 1,000 ahead, bro. 1,000 ahead.
I know D-Kick got it. Right? I know D-Kick got it.
Gambling man, the official gambling man.
But before we get into the Los Angeles Chargers 7-round mock draft, I'm not going to take too much more time, but I do want to share our relationship with Underdog Fantasy. All right, you see the promo code. Check out the link in the description. 2x your first deposit up to $100. All right, let's get back into it. Here we go.
We had the Chargers.
The Chargers make Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels this time, Malik Neighbors. Are you going to pass up Marvin Harrison Jr.?
So this is the team that everybody seems to think that will be the trade down team. You can see the Cardinals might be if Marvin Harrison's not there, or like we had stated earlier, if the Cardinals have Marvin Harrison and Malik Neighbors graded similar or the same, then there's a possibility that they trade down, then just grab whoever falls to them, right? But the Chargers, these boys need Jesus Christ right now because we were looking at the cap situation. It's bad. We was looking at, what you said, Juice. It was 38 million for Khalil Mack. It's like 30-something million for Bosa, 30-something million for Mike Williams, and 30-something million for
Keenan Allen.
I was gonna say Keenan McCardell, but Keenan Allen.
Keenan McCardell.
There's like 4 players. It's like 150 million, something like that.
Yeah, it's something 120. Crazy, bro.
It's well over 120. Well over 120.
It's over 120. It's probably around 140, a little closer to 140. But so I mean that's crazy, bro. That's not realistic. So not only somebody gotta go, some people gotta go.
Yeah, multiple.
So multiple. But right?
Hey, man, we can't pass up Marvin Harrison Jr. I think we wanted to trade down, get some additional picks because they need a lot of things, but it's too tempting, man. But this is Marvin Harrison Jr. With our quarterback Justin Herbert. That's lights, camera, action, yo.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. You're not going to get a debate from me on this one. I'm comfortable with Harrison Jr. or Neighbors at 5. You'd have to. I understand the reason why, right? There's a lot of holes. There's a lot of gaps. There's going to be a lot of roster turnover here on this team. But I think those two players are special. And there is a need at receiver as well. So certainly not going to make any argument against selecting Marvin Harrison Jr. right here. Let's do it. DK, I don't think that they're going to release Keenan. I think they extend him and lower that cap figure.
But Mike Williams is gone, though.
Oh, yeah, Mike Williams
he's
is
out. He's out the door.
Yeah, he's definitely out.
Yeah, I think that cap hit's too much to let him walk because I remember, it's too much. It's too much to just let him walk.
So we're going to have Marvin Harrison Jr. with Keenan Allen and Joshua Palmer, Quentin Johnson. Yeah, I like those receivers right there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, just in case Quentin Johnson don't work out, bro. All the pressure doesn't necessarily have to be on him, right? That may be part of his issue too. Is a lot of pressure was on him once Mike Williams went down, and so now it's him or bust, right? And it was kind of inconsistent. So
yeah, Mac and Mike Williams are definitely out the door. I think you're looking potentially at a new, defensive scheme as well that doesn't necessarily suit Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
So I think that just furthers the point. Khalil Mack's actually coming off a pretty good year, at least from a statistical standpoint. I think he had the one game where he had 8 sacks. How many sacks he had in that game? Damn.
Yeah, crazy.
All right. Here is how the rest of the first round played out. Drew, you got Amarius Mims. Falatano goes in the first round this time, as well as Kamari Lassiter. Lat McConkey to the Bills. All right. Chargers. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm looking at the defensive side of the ball. I know they have holes at the running back and the tight end position as well, but I think we could wait later in the draft for those two positions. We need a difference maker on the defensive side of the football. Like you said, Bosa, Khalil Mack, they're coming to the end of their tenure for the Chargers. I like Thule. I think Thule's a piece. One of the few pieces on this defense that we could work with. Him and my guy Derwin James over there, but yeah,
you got Dion Henley. I think Dion Henley takes a step. Yeah,
them three, and then Ashanti. He's on his last year, his deal too. So corners, pass rushers. I think that's what we're looking at this pick right here.
Best available.
All right. So, are we? Chop Robinson obviously is rather intriguing. He's been kind of a favorite of ours here in the early parts of the second round in the 7th-round mock drafts we've been completing. I wonder, we talked about it. We talked about it that we want to add some additional draft capital, right? We didn't because Marvin Harrison Jr. was staring us in the face. I wonder, does it make sense to drop down, 10 picks or so, add a third or maybe a fourth? Just at least kind of see what's available to us. We got Atlanta looking to trade up as well as Pittsburgh. So let's just explore it. Let's just explore what we could potentially net in a return for the 37th pick.
You're supposed to do MHJ right there, bro. They said you got to shorten the
Okay. Why, bro?
So we could get more guys on there. Didn't you run out of space last time?
No. I was able to.
Okay.
I fixed it.
Cool. My bad.
If I have to, I'll do it. No, it's cool. It's cool.
Nah,
I know how y'all be MHG, y'all be PTP, P2P, PJP, whatever.
But you got a space though. You can put the whole name. Yeah, so they can see them. Some people don't know MHJ. Maserati Marv.
Maserati Mar. We guess it's gonna have the best three corners trio in the game.
I'm a big Wiggins fan, Mr. C. Prasky. I'm a big Wiggins fan. And the rumblings are that he's gonna fly on that 40, which is gonna continue to move him up the board. I think he's not getting out of the first round anyway, but it's a question as to how high he ultimately gets picked.
So it's going to be interesting to see with Seattle, though, because now their scheme is going to change on defense, right? It's a lot more man coverage. It's a lot more cover 0, cover 1, guys left out on an island versus the zone coverage they were running over there. So that will be interesting. I think those corners can match it. I don't think it's an issue, maybe except for your boy Kobe Bryant. But outside of that, okay, I'm with it.
D-Kid, Henley's got to be better than Kenneth Murray, bro. He's got to be. He's got to be, bro.
It's one of Juice's guys, bro. Kenneth Murray.
No. That was Headley's guy, bro.
I like Kenneth Murray coming out.
I was a Patrick Queen fan.
Yeah, I like both of them.
I think Seattle is going to back up the Brinks truck for that guy. By the way,
Patrick Queen.
Oh yeah. I Mike McDonald. You already know what you're getting. Just pay the man. Just pay him. Volcano coming in. He's asking whether or not we think. I assume the Chargers take TJ Taylor. I think it's definitely a need here.
Yeah,
it's definitely a need.
Best tackling corner in the country. I can tell you that.
Yeah, physical
in that man-to-man coverage.
But them hips, though, them hips.
A little tight.
They're not Shakira, bro.
Tight.
Nah, far from it, bro.
Oh man, damn.
You might get exposed. But impress man, though, yeah. If you get after the quarterback, he'd be all right.
All right. Yeah. So the two teams that are angling for a trade are willing to offer some significant draft capital here. The Steelers, if we drop down 15 spots, we can add a 3rd-round pick as well as 198. With Atlanta, we don't have to drop down quite as far. We can drop down 6 picks, add 110 and 189.
That's a better deal.
Yeah, I like that one right there with the
Like this
Falcons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a better deal.
All right, let's do it.
See who we missed out on.
You know, that's how it works. Michael Penix Jr. I like it. Falcons made a good move there.
They go TJ Tampa.
Goes to New York, the Giants. Okay. All right. I like that name, Chris Jenkins, right there. I got to tell you.
Chris Jenkins. Get him back with your boy, right? With Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
He would know him. He would know him.
Got Devondre Sweat. So I'm gonna filter it based on all the.
We got Sweat out there.
Yeah, Big T Sweat.
Man,
Big T Sweat.
I know Chris Jenkins can get after the passer, but
the Giants seem to want to do business as well.
After we traded up, or no, actually, well, no, I guess we're at our spot. That's
somebody they
spots.
like out there.
It's 4 spots.
Could be a quarterback. Could be a quarterback that they like.
What they do in the first round?
Joe Alt. They followed that up with TJ Tampa.
Yeah, they want that.
It's JJ McCarthy, bro. I mean,
I do think it's JJ McCarthy. I do think it is. Y'all wanna engage these guys too?
So many 3 spots, right? 4 spots. Excuse me.
4 spots.
Yeah. What do we?
Let's see what they are willing to give. I know that won't happen.
There it is. What's that? A 74%? 79%?
Yeah, we'll give this a shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
Pleasure doing business with you, Giants. Let's see if this is a JJ McCarthy pick.
JJ.
Oh, they got Chris Jenkins. Those jerks.
Oh man.
We got no,
jerks.
it's fine.
We got Sweat though.
We got Sweat.
I know we got Sweat. I know.
That's what I prefer.
I want a Jenkins. I'll be real.
You want Chop here?
I want a Jenkins.
No, I like Sweat in that that run defense. He'll plug that up.
I mean, if you want to be, and I actually made that pick. I actually made that pick in the 30s, if I'm not mistaken, with Devondre Sweat to the Chargers to really get the middle of the defense, the center of the defense bolstered. So, as much as I like Chop, I'm with Devondre Sweat. I'm with that.
Okay, bro.
Or do we have an accord?
Yeah, I'm good with it. I would just throwing it out there.
Okay. Just throwing it out there.
And that's the 47th pick, correct?
It is the 47th pick.
All right.
And we have added some good capital there because that 4th round is a nice sweet spot.
Yeah. We're gonna load up in that 4th round.
All right, T Sweat. I thought they were going moving up for McCarthy. Chop Robinson to the Bengals, McCarthy to the Rams. Interesting. Heir apparent to Stafford. See, now that is the type of landing spot that I think JJ McCarthy could have success in, right? Not necessarily having the pressure of starting immediately. He's good with a good offensive mind.
Got Adisa right there for you. Pass rusher.
I do like Adisa. Sanders still is out there. Dorless is out there. That damn Dorless, bro.
Yeah, that Mikey. I like Mikey on his defense, and that's a Harbaugh guy also.
It is a Harbaugh guy. Yeah, it might be a little hard to pass up Sanders still here.
Yeah, I'm with the Sanders still.
Drew, you're on mute. Talk to me. I know you're working on the ticker, but talk to me.
No, I was just looking at DC Isaac. That's what I was thinking. But
yeah,
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on, let's talk about it.
So the scheme we assume they are running is going to be a 4-3, right? We're losing probably Mac and Bosa here.
I think Bosa will be back.
So Bosa will be back. Mac will be out.
But Mac for sure is out the door.
What's our next pick?
Next pick, I think it's like 108, 106.
106.
It's a minute.
Damn, we
it's a minute.
Can't wait that long. We're gonna lose one of them players. So
I think the corner position is obviously deeper than the edge position, but But if you're comfortable, Nealon will be gone. I think at that point you're talking about
Gabriel,
our edge from Alabama here, Xavier Thomas, Muhammad Kamara, Murphy boys.
Yeah, Gabe Murphy would be a excellent.
good one.
Yeah, if you.
All right. Okay, we can.
I like Murphy.
Okay. Murphy got good hands. Him and Lott to be doing their thing. So, all right, let's go ahead.
There's a significant drop off, though. Like I said, I know we're heading in that direction, but I just want to again talk it through. What's going on, Joey Nichols? If we look at the corner position,
it's a little deeper.
It's deeper. It's just
got a Max Melton, Andrew Phillips.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Nah, give me my D-Say, man.
Yeah, let's go with D-Say. The corner. I hate to pass up on Mikey. You know, he's higher on my board than a D-Say, but.
And this is the one guy this is the one guy that was actually given Fuaga. I don't want to say trouble, but he won some reps. Let's just put it that way. Versus Fuaga at the Senior Bowl. This is also a guy who can defend the run really well.
Yeah.
So
that's what I really like about him. How he does in his run defense.
He was there at Senior Bowl to show his pass rush, right? So I think he did that. So yeah, let's get us a D-Say Isaac, man. And now you're really showing up the run because one of the biggest issues with this Chargers team in the past, 6-7 years, has been terrible, bro. Soft, marshmallow. Stay put there. See the Ghostbusters, bro. Stay put there. Running around New York City, bro.
I just want to preempt something.
Yeah, this is bigger than Chop.
Let's pick 69, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure I saw it right.
All right. This Isaac is the pick then. Sanderson was the very next selection to the Giants, D-Kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was trying to make a deal with the Giants initially, and then I thought maybe a few more spots to the Jets, but it wasn't coming to fruition.
We're gonna go get Max Melton, man. Slot him in there.
It's a good spot for us to get that running back as well here in the 4th round.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Max Melton to the Rams.
All
right.
Go Bucky.
There's that guy, Bucky Irvin again.
I think we could wait.
I mean, we got like 4 picks here. 3.
Yeah.
106, 108, 110.
Okay.
And I'm listen. I think for Jim Harbaugh's offense, then Braylon Allen is the pick personally.
I like that boy Ray Davis.
Ray Davis is nice too. Ray Davis is nice too. Here are your corners.
Andrew Phillips.
Kalen King, bro.
Come on, bro. What round are we in?
4th round.
4th, man. What you mean? What round are we in, bro?
I wasn't, bro. I gotta ask. You know, if it ain't the 5th round, we can't touch him, bro. That's just what that is, bro.
We just put Michael Hall next to Devondre Sweat and just wreck shop.
You would wreck shop all day long.
We could just do it, bro, and it's over, bro. No one stands a chance, bro.
So 106, then 108. So can I get a Michael Hall? And then can I come back and get me a corner?
Yeah, I'm with the Andrew Phillips guy, man. Versatility, inside, outside. I like how he attacks the ball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's give me an Andrew Phillips here. Lock it up.
You want to start with Phillips?
Yeah. Start with Phillips. Well, no, I think we gotta go Hall.
No, we gotta go Hall. We gotta go Hall first.
Okay. All right. So Michael Hall.
What pick was that?
Kalen King, 106.
Okay.
And then we'll follow it up with an Andrew Phillips at 108.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Drew a little time to catch up. Talk to me about Michael Hall and Andrew Phillips, Headley.
Well, Michael Hall always says he's a bowling ball 3-tech pass rusher. You got your big boy T'Vondre Sweat right next to him. It's kind of like what Texas had with Murphy and Sweat. We bring it to the NFL with Michael Hall to get after the quarterback and Sweat to be next to him in that run game. And then Andrew Phillips, man, we saw him at the Senior Bowl, sticky. He showed his man-to-man coverage. On tape, he played a lot of zone, click, and close ability. He has that. But in the Senior Bowl, he showcased his press man ability, staying in the hip pocket of wide receivers. I like how he turns and runs as well, plays the ball in the air. The one concern I have with Andrew Phillips when I was watching the tape was tackling. Sometimes he comes up too fast, he doesn't break down well, and he misses some tackles. So, you just got to shore that up a little bit. But other than that, man, he's a Senior Bowl winner, and getting him in the fourth round is a steal, man. I think he's probably a second or third round guy come the draft day.
All right, Drew, you ready?
Phillips, I got 2 L's or 1 L. I can't see.
2 L's.
2 L's.
Just making sure. I don't want to disrespect them, man.
Don't disrespect them.
Can't disrespect them. Yeah, man. Let's do it.
All right. So Michael Hall and Andrew Phillips here. The Phillips pick was by way of the trade with the Giants, and this 110 pick is by way of the trade with the Falcons. The Falcons actually used that trade up to select Michael Penix Jr.
Let's look around the board. So we showed up the defensive tackles. We're good at defensive tackle with Michael Hall, T'Vondre Sweat. Pass rushers, who we got? You said Joey Bosa and Thule. That's probably the pass rushers next season.
Yep.
I think we could use an off-the-ball linebacker. We got a corner now with Andrew Phillips and Ashanti. Going to need a safety, a free safety, off-the-ball linebacker, running back, tight end. And what do you think about Trey Pipkins, man? That right side of that Chargers offensive line. That's always been like a concern for a couple seasons right there for the Chargers.
It's not ideal. It's not ideal. I like Javon Foster, Blake Fisher, even Christian Jones. And they could probably save some money off of Pipkins, but it's not a dire situation. I think right tackle is an area that we can stand to improve, though. And you mentioned the cornerback position. I mean, when we go nickel, who are our corners?
Shanti, Andrew Phillips, and we need another corner. Right now they have Jasir Taylor.
Exactly.
Bassey's a free agent. Michael Davis is a free agent. Yeah, we can add another corner, a safety, off the ball linebacker, running back, tight end.
Damn, bro. I mean,
still a lot of
Olympics.
Yeah, still a lot of needs. They got to do something.
We got a lot of needs, but I think the trade down had the couple of trade downs that we've done here in the second round really helped us, right? We ultimately opted against trading down in the first round, but multiple trade downs in the second round netted us some good day 3 draft capital as well. So we have this pick at 110. I'm in favor of going right back to the cornerback position. I'm in favor of it. You got Kyrie Jackson, Josh Newton, and our guy Cam Hart out there. So I'm comfortable going back there. And then of course at 139, we could talk about a tackle. We could potentially add a running back because we need a back. We don't have one. Of course, free agency is an option as well, but we don't have a lead ball carrier either. So couple of different things we could do. If you want to perhaps wait on the corner, I don't know that those guys will be there, but a guy like Shaw Smith Wade is somebody who definitely competes. Could add him to the mix.
Yeah, I wanted to answer Joey question right here, man. Joey was asking about Andrew Phillips, if it's an athletic limitation or a technique thing. I think it's a lot of technique. He just doesn't wrap up. He comes there fast, aggressive, and he tries to lay the big hit. Sometimes he gets the big hit, but sometimes guys bounces off of him. I just think he needs to wrap up a little better, man. Play strength could improve as well, but I think it's mostly technique with Andrew Phillips.
Yeah, I would agree. I see that you said it's because there's some stiffness. I wouldn't. The reason I wouldn't say that is because of the way he moves in pass coverage. So I don't think his stiffness in terms of him being. It's just some guys just have they just want to come up and do. Y'all ever played the game Blitz? You
Yeah.
remember
Some
Blitz?
damage.
They want to do Blitz, bro. Remember that game Blitz? I know y'all remember Blitz. Don't tell me y'all remember Blitz.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? So I think guys just want to go and do that.
What was was Blitz the one where no.
It was like
game
6
was
on
it
6 or
when
something.
you
NFL
hit
Street?
guys?
NFL Street?
No. What was the
Nah,
game
that
where
was
you
similar.
hit guys, bro, and all the pads come off, bro? What game was that? I forget.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
And then they had the football game with the aliens, bro.
What?
I'm going back away.
Bro.
I'm going back away, bro.
Aliens, man?
That's some wild times.
What console was that on, bro?
I
Aliens?
think it's Nintendo, bro. I think that was Nintendo.
Nintendo?
NES.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, so it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right. Tight end is another area that we don't. The cupboard is bare, bro.
Oh yeah, you got his boy AJ
Damn,
Gardner
boy,
right
got
there.
work, bro.
Man, they got a lot of work.
Yeah.
They got a lot
Maybe
of work,
trading
you know?
that fifth pick might have been the best option now, right?
Again, I think the pair of trade downs we did in the second round has given us a lot of flexibility, right? To have effectively 4 selections in the fourth round or at the turn of the 5th round. There's good football players. There's still good football players here. So we just need to really think about how we leverage these last 5 picks or so. You know, and now it's becoming dire. Now, my thought process was double up at corner because, again, very high on Cam Hart. You mentioned Andrew Phillips, Headley, a guy that you would take round 2, round 3. That's how I feel about Cam Hart. You know what I'm saying? I'm high on him. So certainly, you know, you need at least 3 of those guys. But considering all the needs that this team has, let's talk about let's talk it out. Let's make a determination as to which direction we want to go in here.
Bro, it was the Mutant Football League, bro.
Mutant Football League, bro. I thought I was making it up, bro. I thought I was making it up.
Yeah. Another corner. I think a corner is a priority for these boys. I was looking at off the ball linebacker. Yeah, we need one, but we got Henley and Kendricks. I know Kendricks is getting a little older.
One
I think he
last
dealt
year
with some
Kendricks.
injuries, well, but
one last year.
I think the corner need is bigger.
We can get Bookie late. We can get Bookie late there.
Okay, get Bookie there.
Trevor Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but tight end and running back is also big needs. I think we need to come away with a tight end and a running back for the Chargers. And
I was thinking. Go ahead, Headley.
No, I was going to talk to tight ends a little bit because you got the pass catching tight ends, which is Holker and Sinnott, or you got the guys that have a kind of the best of both worlds. Theo Johnson, Cade Stover, they could block and catch. We saw what Theo Johnson did at the Senior Bowl because, you know, when I watched him on tape, I liked his blocking ability and, you know, passing ability. I thought needed catching ability needed more work, but he showed that he could separate at the Senior Bowl and catch the football. And then he got AJ Barner. That's a Harbaugh guy. So, you know, he could get it done in the run game as well. So a lot of different kinds of tight ends, a lot of flavors out there. And knowing Harbaugh, I think he's going to want the guy that could block.
4 teams trying to jockey for position here. The only one that I would really engage is the Raiders. Go ahead, Drew.
Real quick, this Drew Tranquil letting him walk. You know what this reminds me of, bro? Who was the GM back in the day, bro? They would draft
AJ Smith.
Jesus Christ. Draft well and just let those guys play their contract out and they walk consistently, bro. It was sick.
Michael Turner, Bernard Turner.
Bro, there's so many players that came through there, bro. It's crazy to me. That's what that reminded me of. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted. What you were saying, just you working on a trade?
Yeah, I was just trying to see what might be available to us. I don't know if dropping down 3 spots and adding 221 is something that you guys are interested in. The Raiders are looking to move up. Because again, we just talked about it. We got a lot of needs.
I'm good with 3 spots. Is, you know, as long as you don't think one of our guys.
It just depends. But again, that's the question. Like who are we identifying here?
I like Theo Johnson, Penn State. I think he offers the best of both worlds. I know Harbaugh wants a guy that could block. I think Theo could block. He could catch the ball. So you know that'd be the tight end I would target. Go to the running back position. Is Ray Davis. I just like Ray Davis in this offense. I know Bucky Urban has probably a higher grade, but downhill, physical.
Braylon Allen, bro. Give me Braylon
Allen's
Allen.
another
Bro.
one. Braylon Allen's another one.
You got options here. So running back, I think, is the one.
We could wait on running back. Let's wait on running back. There's a lot of good tight ends also. That's the thing too. Both positions, there's a lot of good players left.
In terms of the tight end position, you're looking for the best, though, right? You're looking for the guy who's the best of both worlds,
you need a guy who can step in immediately. Yeah,
right.
Theo Johnson will be the guy then.
Okay, so to me, this question comes down to Theo Johnson or a corner.
Oh, did we take care of this? Because that's another thought there. I forgot what was it?
That Corey Linsley?
That's Linsley.
Oh, he retired?
Okay. I had not heard.
Yeah, they definitely just a center there. Need that pivot.
Yeah, I saw somebody. I didn't realize that was him though. But yeah.
What you mean you didn't realize that was him, bro?
No, like you read it, but you're not really reading it. You know what I'm saying?
You
know how I skim, bro.
It's because you don't read. Bro. It's because you don't read, bro.
I skim, bro. Okay.
Lord have mercy. Hey. Appreciate that nugget there, Tony. I think we do have some options. I think we do have some options at the interior.
Van Pran.
Yeah. It's Van Pran, bro.
Yeah, man.
The pick is Van Pran, bro.
Let's go.
Just like that. Just like that. It's got to be Van Pran.
Tony. Let's go get Van Pran. Plug and play center all day, man. I know he came in as center one for us, but JPJ he's the center one now, man. And some other guys that's moving from like tackle to center, like Barton, he's moving to center. So Van Pran's kind of a forgotten about guy at the center position, but he got game, man. He can move to the second level. He's big, he's strong. He can hold up against those stronger guys as well. So, yeah, Van Pran's the guy.
Thank you, D-Kid. That's what it was, bro. It wasn't me that I didn't read, bro. It was the meme that got me, bro. That's what it was.
It was the meme, bro.
It was the meme, bro.
Blame it on the meme.
Bro, I'm not taking no responsibility or no accountability.
Oh, Gabriel Murphy.
Appreciate you, D-Kid. What was the pick? What was the pick we just pick number? Pick number
110.
110. Okay.
See, this is like,
a little too early. A little too early for you, Mr. C. Praski on the Michael Pratt.
Michael Pratt.
Yeah, man. Definitely Tony with the nugget.
Yeah, appreciate that. Got you started right there.
My guy Cam Hart's gone. My guy Braylon Allen's gone.
Oh, now we good though.
But we needed to pivot though. We absolutely needed that pivot. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be hard for me to pass up Gabriel Murphy right now.
I'm just looking. I'm just doing the due diligence right here. I think that's the pick.
I know they got some needs at other positions because we didn't get the tight end yet or the running back yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. See, those are bigger needs, but the talent of Gabriel Murphy on this defense with Joey Bosa going into his last year.
Well, I mean, I think you gotta bring back Gerald Everett, bro. You got to bring him back because I think you need more than one guy. I think the only tight end that they have under contract, they may have more than one, but I know one for sure is Donald Parham.
Donald Parham
right?
and Stone Smart.
So we probably need a veteran anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, and then
bro, with all the weapons they got on the perimeter, bro, it ain't all that important, though.
Harbaugh probably gonna get a guy that could block really well and help in the run game,
an extension of the offensive line.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go with Gabriel Murphy here.
Oh yeah, the hands are special with him, man. I wonder who's their defensive line coach over there, because Latu and him together, and his brother, his twin brother,
that man need to get
hands are special. Oh, we got a little weight right here.
What pick was that?
Come on, Drew.
Sorry, bro. I know.
I think it was 139.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's a lot of versatility, D-Kid. With Thule and Murphy, both of those guys got a lot of versatility along the defensive line. They can stand those guys up. Do some little stunts and games up front by the guard in the center. Yeah, those two guys on the defensive line. Plus, we got Sweat and Michael Hall. Yeah.
And I remember in our what do we call it, man? I always forget what it's called. In our start of the season.
Summer scouting.
There we go. Thank you very much, man. Juice wasn't helping. Juice wasn't helping at all, bro. Summer scouting.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me.
Summer scouting. I remember Gabriel was more the quick, nice, good hands, good burst off the edge, and his brother Grayson was more of a power guy. But I think those three, Latu, both of the Murphy brothers, I think those three guys, they were used in so many different ways up front that I don't know. I think that ceiling is untapped, bro.
Yeah.
If you say, hey, I need you guys to do this specific thing, I think that they can kind of perfect that, right? I don't think they necessarily did. Well, maybe Latu did with the hands, but they can perfect the position that they're going to play in the league versus what they were doing at UCLA. Sometimes I felt like he had them boys doing a little too much.
Yeah,
at times, right?
It's that whole Michael Parsons, Myles Garrett in the NFL thing where they line them up by the guard and they do work and do stunts and games up front, and those interior guys can't block those guys, especially with the hands that he has and how he disengages. It was just so hard, and they did it with Latu also. They did it with all those guys, like you said. So.
Hey, they got to be details that I want to get involved in.
Oh man! All right. I'm bummed. I'm bummed about the running back situation, but again,
really,
you gotta be.
Maya Williams, Frank Gore Jr.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually, this is the guy.
Rasheen Lee.
That's who I'm thinking about right here. Rasheen Lee.
Yeah.
Well, he'll be there, man.
He'll be there. When? Now? It's time.
What's our next pick? Our next pick's at 189.
Yeah, we could get him at 189.
Yeah, man. Come on.
All right. So who you want to prioritize here? Talking about we could get him at 189. who we prioritizing?
All right. What positions? So, man, this is a deep draft.
Right, let's recap it. Let's recap it.
Yeah, let's recap it.
All right. MHJ at the top.
All right, so we got the receiver.
Pair trade downs in the second. We made our
47.
first Devondre Sweat.
Okay, the interior D line.
69th.
Yeah.
I don't know about that position. Let's go.
Adisa Isaac.
Man, I forgot we got Isaac. Okay.
Yeah, we did forget we got Isaac.
We'll be all right though.
Michael Hall at 106.
Michael Hall at 106.
Yo, just use the ticker, bro. Why'd I create the ticker if you just not even going?
Well, let's say the names. Just say the names then.
You got Michael Hall at
right there. We got Marvin Harrison Jr., Devondre Sweat.
Say the damn names then.
Adisa Isaac, Michael Hall Jr. Oh, we went crazy in the trenches on the D line for these boys. Andrew Phillips. Oh, we got the Senator Prace Lindsay, Cedric Van Pran, and then Gabriel Murphy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
I think the secondary somewhere we gotta look, and then the running back. Secondary and running back.
Who the secondary out there, by the way?
Let's get Ali, bro.
You got Ali now? All right, let's go get him.
We're not going to come away with anything.
And, he had a biceps injury in the Senior Bowl. He'll be back healthy for the start of the season. It's nothing too serious. So that ability in the passing game from Rasheen Ali, man, that one rep that's going around from the Senior Bowl, it kind of reminds me of Tajay Spears, what he did at the Senior Bowl, with running routes, catching the football. And, he's a great runner. He's kind of he reminds me of Matt Forte. He wears the number 2, the 22, a higher running style, vision, has the patience. Man, it's a lot to like about Rasheen Ali. Yeah, the tape is good.
All right, what do we do here? We got 3 picks remaining. 189, 223, 256.
Secondary. Off the ball linebacker or the secondary? Got Jalen Ford, Hopper, Trayvon Wallace.
Not a ton of options at corner.
We already got it. What the safeties look like? You want Trey Taylor?
You want to get Trey Taylor and then come back to off-ball linebacker?
Yeah, let's try that out. Need that free safety.
Y'all boys don't believe in Ohio State safeties, bro?
Proctor's more of a in the box, you know.
Yeah, he is.
That's kind of where we want Derwin to do. So I like Proctor. When you watch that tape, man, you know, you watch it for all these other guys, Tuamalu, Michael Hall, Denzel Burke, and these guys, but Proctor, number 41, he keeps showing up. So, you know, I like Proctor. I think he'll be a good pro.
All right, coming up here at 223. Who do we end it with?
Is Franklin in the draft? I thought he went back to school. Zakari?
I thought he went back to school too. I think PFF needs to update that.
Oh, okay.
He
was transfer.
Up. Let's add a draft capital. Oh, Trevin Wallace just went a pick ahead. I think it might. Is it bookie time? I think it's bookie time. Yeah, let's go get Nathaniel Watson. Call it a day. Get up out of here.
We got a running back yet?
We got the running back. We got tight end.
Yeah, we got Rasheen Ali. Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, let's get bookie then.
What pick are we? 223. We getting who? Bookie?
I was thinking Watson. Bookie, but maybe we go get the tight end.
Yeah, I'm watching some Jared Wiley tape. That boy can't block. You know, he's very finesse.
He can move
as a blocker.
He can move though.
He can move though, and
then
his hands. He got some of the best hands I've seen on tape, man. He catches it effortlessly. Hands catcher. He can move in space. He's not routing guys up really, but once he catches the ball, also he could get some yards after the catch. But blocking, I don't know if Harbaugh gonna like that.
So maybe we wait for Brevin Span Ford. I'm gonna say it backwards.
You talking about BSF, Drew? Talking about BSF?
Nah, I'm talking about Brevin Span Ford, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go grab him, man. Much about Keithy, bro. I remember you used to be high on Keithy, bro. Brent.
Keithy can't stay healthy. That man hurt again. Surprised he didn't redshirt with his boy Cam Rising. Wasn't redshirted to death, bro. Excuse me, medical red shirt. Let me say it that way.
You got one more pick, Juice?
No. Yeah.
We got
Bookie,
there you go. Go grab him.
Okay. Here we are, the Los Angeles Chargers mock draft, 7-round mock draft. It was a how should I put it?
Wild eventful stuff, bro.
It was an eventful. It was certainly an eventful mock draft here. So Marvin Harrison Jr., 5th overall. As you can see, a pair of trade downs. The Falcons traded up to select Michael Penix Jr. Got a good haul, got a quality haul from the Falcons. The Giants traded up to draft Chris Jenkins. We followed it up with Devondre Sweat. This Isaac, Michael Hall Jr., as Headley mentioned, we really place an emphasis on the defensive side of the ball as it relates to the line of scrimmage. Andrew Phillips in the 4th round. there's a need at center, need at the pivot, and Cedric Van Pran, certainly the best of the rest there. I'm okay taking Van Pran on day 2, so great value there. We added another pass rusher here in Gabriel Murphy. That might give you the flexibility. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but that might give you the flexibility to move off of Joey Bosa a year earlier. Rasheen Ali is going to be expected to be a big part of this offense, right? The cupboard is pretty bare as far as running backs are concerned in Los Angeles. But we like Ali a lot. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come off the board a little sooner than this. Whether or not that injury, that what was it, a pec injury, biceps injury, might depress his value a little bit, but he would be a steal. He would be a steal in the 6th round. Trey Taylor, Brevin Spanford to really be an extension of our offensive line. Again, that's another position that just don't have a lot of bodies at. And then Bookie Watson, right? He can be an understudy to Kendricks for a year, and then next year it's he and Dion Henley roaming the 2nd level of the defense. So I like it. I think my main takeaway is I probably would have liked to address the running back position just a little bit earlier, but coming away with Rasheen Ali certainly mitigates the fact that we didn't select the running back earlier. What are your thoughts?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or whoever listening, bro.
Whoever listening.
No, I think we did this team justice. It's a team that got a lot of issues. I was thinking maybe later in the draft, maybe we should have traded that 5th pick, but sometimes, guys sitting there too rich for your blood. You got to do the right thing and take that guy. Plus all the issues with the receiver room in terms of cap space, in terms of guys not catching the football, and in terms of guys just not being available in terms of being healthy, right? So, but and then Tony came in with the center position right before, because we was going in a different direction there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't even thinking about center. He said, "Yo, man, Corey Linsley, he ain't gonna be here, man. He's gonna retire, man." So we got Cedric Van Pran, who was center 1 for me for a while until the law firm showed up and showed out. And y'all talked about the rest of these guys, but yeah, man, I like this draft. I think we filled the roster pretty well. This is still some more work to do, but I love this draft. I love this draft. I like this draft for the Chargers.
Yeah. Mr. Zabrowski, it's funny because, like you said, they weren't loving the picks at the time, but I think when they take a step back and look at the class in its totality, it gets an A-. So they came around.
Yep.
Yeah, got to come around, man. Yeah.
You feel me, Mr. Zabrowski? You feel me?
They can't hear. Yeah, it's true, bro. Like Drew said, man, we couldn't pass up Marvin Harrison Jr. I know we wanted to trade down and get more picks, but we did it in the 2nd round. We traded down in the 2nd round, I think 2 times, right, Juice? We traded down twice. Yep. And that's why we're able to accumulate all these picks. And, the defensive line is more than fixed. With Sweat, Isaac, Michael Hall Jr., Gabriel Murphy. Maybe we could have came away with another corner. Maybe that's kind of, but they can have free agency. They don't have much money though. But I think we could have came away with another corner. That would have been helpful for these boys. But Rasheen Ali, I think Rasheen Ali could be a guy for these guys, for Jim Harbaugh. No Eckler. Your boy, what's your backup running back name? The boy you like from Juice? The
Spiller.
Not Spiller.
Joshua
Kelly. Kelly and Eckler are free agents, so they need to run him back in the worst way. And I think getting Rasheen Ali can help in the pass and the run game. I like that pick right there in the 6th round.
Yeah, I think the one of the main things that you have to keep at the forefront of your mind here is, even despite the fact that we were able to add 5 additional picks, or roughly 4 additional picks, let me put it that way, is that the Chargers have so many different needs, and they have cap concerns, and they have aging veterans that are mainstays on this squad that are not going to be here either as early as the new league year or in 2025. So there's a lot happening here. We're talking about systemically perhaps shifting from an odd man front to an even man front, and the moving parts are obviously there. So you're not necessarily able to address everything, but I think we touched on everything, right? Everything may not necessarily have been finalized, although I think we did a phenomenal job with the defensive line. right? And again, you want to be strong in the trenches. You understand what I'm saying? So certainly, I think we're able to solve for that. But we bring in a talented Marvin Harrison Jr., obviously, for our quarterback. And I don't see a player here outside of perhaps Bookie Watson that isn't going to have a role immediately. You understand what I'm saying? And Watson likely will be on special teams. He'll be a special teams ace for you coming out the gate. And that's fine. He's a 7th round pick here with a guy who we believe can become a starter. So top to bottom, I thought we did a really good job, all things considered. Again, as I mentioned, as much as I like Ali, I would have liked to have somebody else in that backfield, perhaps a little bit bigger of a back, for my purposes, right? Especially with Jim Harbaugh, we want to get downhill. But again, in its totality, we were able to effectively address every position group here, like literally every single position group outside of quarterback, which is not really a huge deal for us at this point. So I like it. I like it top to bottom. It's difficult to unequivocally solve for everything when you have so many holes, so many gaps. And again, we're talking about a new system, an overhaul of this roster. Again, all those mainstays, all the marquee names on this roster, the majority of them, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, are going to be on their way out. Keenan Allen is long in the tooth. He's got 2 years left on his deal, and his cap hit is ridiculous. He's actually has 1 year left on his deal, and his cap hit is pretty big. So while I do expect them to keep him, there's an extension that has to happen there, right? There's still some contractual negotiations that must take place. So this roster is going to look very different in a year. It's going to look different next year for sure, but 2025, it's going to look incredibly different. And this was the first step in terms of making that happen. So I like it. All right. That takes us to our final team of the evening, our final 7-round mock draft. That's going to be none other than D-Kit's New York Giants. And it's time to sabotage. It's time to sabotage, bro.
Let's just skip them, man. Let's just end the live. You don't gotta do that.
Hey, you know why?
Just messing with you, D-Kit.
D-Kit, do you know why they're sabotage, bro? Because Juice is a closet Cowboys fan, bro.
Here we go.
I forgot about that.
Here we go with this nonsense.
Come on,
Jerry.
Bro, it's okay. Just come out, bro. It's okay, bro. We're all okay.
Chill with that, man. Chill with that, bro. Chill with that. All right. So let's see here. Let me get myself.
Nah, we want your input, DK. We want your input, man.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's do it.
We definitely want your input here. Because we got to make a decision. Right out the gate, we have to make a decision.
Are we trading up? Is that the decision?
Yeah, are we trading up? That's the decision. Do we stay pat? I mean, I think it's unique for us, right? It's unique for us because we are higher than the consensus, significantly higher than the consensus on Michael Penix Jr. Right? Obviously, we've seen the scenario play out where the first 3 selections are quarterbacks. We've seen it where the only 2 quarterbacks go in the top 5 selections, right? So of course, whoever you have as QB3 or whomever is available at QB3, you can take that player. So I don't know that we necessarily have to navigate or move. I even think we could trade down and get a guy potentially. You understand what I'm saying? So it really depends on what happens at the very top here. But I'm not necessarily keen on trading up in this particular instance.
Yeah, neither am I. The only guy I probably would trade up for is Caleb Williams. But for Drake May and Jaden Daniels, I wouldn't trade up for him because, like you said, Michael Penix is a guy that we love, and I have a higher grade on Michael Penix than Jaden Daniels, and Drake May is he has his concerns as well. I know there's a high for Drake May, but to me, I know somebody had a tweet about him. I think it was some still shots of guys blitzing him unblocked in all 4 plays. Resulted in touchdowns. I think he did improve upon that this last season, but I still think it's an issue for him. That guy that's not blocked, being able to slide up in the pocket and throw the ball downfield, especially in those smaller windows. You know, that's the thing with Drake May. But I'm a Michael Penix guy, man. So the Caleb Williams would be the only guy for me that I would trade up for.
You got an ad, Drew?
No, y'all boys said a whole lot, bro. I'm either waiting for Daniels to fall to me, and if all the quarterbacks are taken, then we trade down and we go get Penix, bro. That's where I'm at with it. Don't press.
I like it.
Don't press. Unless Caleb Williams is one pick away.
Sure.
Trade up to grab him in that scenario. Outside of that, nah.
Sure. If we get to Arizona and Caleb Williams is still on the board or something like that. So okay.
Yep.
All right, let's get it started. I'm gonna go real slow with it. Real slow.
Yeah, I get close.
Caleb at the top.
Okay. Then I'm fine staying pat.
Ooh. Marvin Harrison went second overall. Here we go.
Ain't mad at it.
Drake May.
So we getting Jaden Daniels.
Neighbors.
Yep.
Joe Alt. So here's the question. Here's the question. Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, trade down. What do you do?
We trading with the Falcons?
Yeah, that's who I would trade with. I would trade with the Falcons.
So you trade with the Falcons and then turn around.
Sam Howell.
Chill.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like I said, I'm a Penix guy. But you know, we can't underestimate Jaden Daniels as well. He's a guy that we were on from last season. We were like, he should be the one of the favorites for Heisman. We said that from last year before the season started. And you know, he eventually won the Heisman, man. I think he's improved a lot as a passer this last season. Deep down the field, all three levels of the field, man. Intermediate, short, and the long game, man. I think his pass percentage was amazing after 20 yards with Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, and those guys. He was hitting them guys consistently. And what he can do with his legs, you know, that's him and Caleb Williams. I think those are the two top dual threat quarterbacks in this draft. So that's what Michael Penix can't do. The things that Jaden Daniels can do with his legs, escape the pocket, run the football. You got an offensive line like the New York Giants. I know we're going to improve it in this draft, but we want a guy that maybe can escape. So I'm not mad at staying pat and selecting Jaden Daniels for this football team, even though I'm a Michael Penix guy.
You mentioned Jaden Daniels being able to escape, and he absolutely can. He's got another gear. But despite his mobility, he doesn't navigate the pocket great, right? I actually think Penix does a better job of moving and sliding in the pocket, right? Where Penix probably isn't going to get out on the edge and really do a whole lot of damage, right? Like a Daniels can. Daniels could take the game over with his legs, right? I think just in terms of navigating the pocket, I actually give Penix the edge there. So it's an interesting conversation. It's an interesting conversation. It really comes down to, you know, that Penix is not a lemon. I want to make that clear. It's just not his style of play. It's just not his style of play. You know what I'm saying? Penix is not a bad athlete, but considering the injuries, whatever the case, that's just not how he plays. He's always been a pocket passer. So, unless you are bullish on Jaden Daniels here, I think the trade down makes sense. Heather, you've mentioned it. Penix is your guy as QB3, right? I have kind of seesawed a little bit back and forth, but I think in New York in particular, I actually like Penix. I like Penix, that laser cutting through that cold weather in New York. That's how I feel about it. But I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be mad at the Daniels pick. So Drew, where do you come out on this?
Yeah, this is tough because we've been talking about Penix being our number 3, you know, and don't necessarily want to come off of that. But I'm a little bit more excited for Jaden Daniels than I am Penix. I got Penix rated higher. That's number 3. But there's an excitement that you don't get with Penix that you will get with Daniels. So this is tough, man.
Let's see what a trade.
See what it look like.
Vikings trying to move up.
And we don't want the worst case scenario. We don't want the worst case scenario where we trade down and don't get Michael Penix.
Yeah, that's
So
worst case scenario. Yeah.
we don't want that to happen.
I don't think we're gonna have that particular
Okay.
issue. I don't think we run into that particular issue. The question becomes
Because the Titans wouldn't
whether or
draft
not
a quarterback, right?
Yeah, the Falcons seem content where they're at. They seem content where they're at. So I think that actually makes the decision as to whether or not we make this pick, makes it for us.
Jaden Daniels? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say Jaden Daniels. I said we're just making the pick here.
Oh, making the pick here. So we're making the pick here.
Picking Penix here. That's what he's saying.
So you're saying picking Penix here.
I didn't say that either. I just said we're just making the pick.
So what the hell are you saying?
I'm not saying anything other than the fact
You're talking in riddles. You're talking in riddles, bro.
I was working on the trade.
Yeah.
The trade with the Falcons, because there are teams lining up to move up, right? And I think if we let's say, for instance, we trade down to 11, I think Penix will be there. I'm not. There's no doubt in my mind that Penix will be there, bro.
Yeah.
Right. But Bo Nix is probably the next quarterback off the board after Jaden Daniels.
That's what you're saying. See, that's
so
what
we could trade down with we could probably trade down with Denver or the Raiders then.
Right. But my point is, are we ready to say, you know what, we're going to pass on Jaden Daniels? That we have to decide that.
Well, let me, because I'm not looking at the comments. What the hell is D-Kid saying?
D-Kid
said he's quiet. He's being quiet. He
has made it clear. He
has
made it clear that he wants Penix. He's made it very clear that he does want Penix. But he not keeping quiet. He letting it play out. You know what I'm saying?
We getting Penix, man.
Let's trade down to 11 and see what happens. Now, if we lose both of these guys, bro, I'm out, bro.
Yeah, we're shutting the live off. Yeah, I'm logging off too. It's gonna be you alone, just.
Boy, it's gonna abandon shit, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
I can't get a 1 next year? You tripping?
No, sir.
You tripping, Vikings?
No, you can get a 1 next year. We just forced the trade,
we started
doing a Chris Robbins. We're doing a Chris Robbins out there.
Yo,
you know about a Chris Robbins, bro?
Gotta reset the station, bro.
Gotta reset, bro.
Yeah, y'all want to tell them the story, man?
Oh man.
Chris Robbins.
Yeah, we can tell the story. So we played Madden, played the franchise, right? So you got to play your game, right? And then you let everybody know you played your game, so the next person can play their game, And we had a guy named Chris who was essentially cheating, bro. And so, so my brother was watching. He didn't see my brother. My brother was watching in the shadows, watching him play. If I'm not mistaken, he was winning. He was winning by a lot.
But he didn't get the stats he wanted.
Yeah, he get the stats he wanted, because the more stats you get, obviously your players' ratings go up and whatnot. And I think somebody scored a touchdown or something crazy, like an 80-yard touchdown or something. So he reset the game. He's like, oh man, no. He reset the game. You're just supposed to let whatever happens, bro. There's no resets, you know what I'm saying? We on the honor system. And he was caught, bro. So we brought him to the front of the congregation, bro. Did he ever confess to it, or he ain't really confessed? I don't even remember what happened.
I think did he own up to it? It didn't matter. Somebody saw him do it, man.
Yeah,
he got caught red-handed, bro. Oh,
I think he denied it at first, but I think he might have said that. Yeah. Well, I think he said it up saying.
He did a Rick James, man. He did Rick James. He was like, man, hey, I ain't. What I look like resetting the cap penalties. Yeah, I remember reset the cap penalty.
Oh, that too. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
You forgot about that right there, bro.
Wow, I forgot about that.
You forgot about that
Some
one
egregiousness, just all willy-nilly out here, huh?
Hey, the chat trying to get back to these Giants, bro. What we saying? What the trade looking like, Juice?
It's at 11:42 in a second.
It's not a great chance, but I mean, we could try it.
No. We can force it, bro. What do you mean?
Nah, we're not forcing it, bro.
Force it, bro. That's what the button's there for, bro.
That's what the button is there for, bro.
Force the trade.
Oh, my God. All right.
Click it. They will approve.
I just want to offer it. I want to see what happens.
Bro, you scared to force it, bro?
They got accepted.
Relax.
All right, bro.
Force it.
I'm saying? All capitals, bro. Need some exclamation points on that bit. Let's go.
Oh man.
Jaden Daniels to the Vikings, huh? So we looking at.
Got to get in front of Atlanta. Who's that? Brock Bowers, Roma Dunze. I like that pairing. I don't know who's throwing them boys of football, but all right. Go ahead and get that Michael Penix. We know PFF ain't gonna like that.
We like it, bro.
I imagine Giants fans would be very split on this. They'd be like, "What the hell are you doing? You passed up Jaden Daniels." The others are gonna appreciate it.
I think more are gonna dislike it. I think it's gonna be a lot of people disliking it.
Oh yeah, but it's one of those things where we don't have a big disparity between those two players, and for most of the draft cycle, right? We've maintained that Penix is higher on our board than Jaden Daniels, not by much, but
he's one spot ahead of him.
One spot ahead.
Yeah. A lot of people like the flash and dash that Daniels offers, but you got Penix who's been doing
not to mention he's healthy.
Longer.
Not to mention he has a cleaner bill of health.
And just so everybody understands, bro, that dude Daniels don't protect himself, bro. When I say he be taking hits like all up in the chest, bro, he don't even be lowering his head, nothing, bro. Just eat it all up in the chest, bro. This is exposing his. This is crazy. Like, bro,
they're in the headlights, bro.
You're not even Cam Newton where you can kind of absorb those things, bro.
Right, Mr. C. Prasky. We were supposed to go down to 16, huh? We were supposed to go down to 16.
Oh, that's nah.
Well, Mr. C. Prasky, you know what he talking about, man. All right, let's see what happened here in the first round here. After all of the conversation, all the discussion, and ultimately the trade down, we get our guy, and Michael Penix Jr. All right. Nate Wiggins is your first corner or second corner off the board. Cooper DeJean went 10th overall. Well, where they gonna? I guess they're gonna play him at safety, right? Fuaga verse Fashanu, Latu, Quinn Mitchell, Latham, Bo Nix to the Rams. It's a bit too early for Bo Nix for my blood. Dallas Turner, Terry Arnold, Brian Thomas Jr. Alex Coleman, McConkey, Vatanu would have been nice in New York. The tackles. It's been a run on the tackles for sure. But Tyler Guyton's there. We know we need to protect Penix, right? We absolutely have to protect him. So
choice.
We have 39, 42, and 47 to work with. And I'll just pull up offensive tackle and interior offensive line, and I guess we go shopping.
Who's below Kingsley? Pooney. That's when you get a Pooney in those by. Okay. You go back up. I think Tyler Guyton. That's the guy. That's the highest guy on the board, right? Right, Drew. I know he has his issues. I did like what I saw at the Senior Bowl. Big, physical, move to the second level. Kingsley over Tyler. I'm a Kingsley guy over Tyler also.
So am I. So am I. But I might actually draft Barton here.
So what's I don't know what the inside look like. Yeah, he's inside. That's inside.
No, they definitely need guards. They need guards.
They need two guards. They need two guards. But you can if you get the tackle, Evan Neal can be one of your guards. So we got our next pick is at 42, right?
All right.
We get Barton, and if we come away with Guyton or Kingsley, I'm good.
Take your Barton, and then we'll take whoever's left, and we'll roll with it.
All right,
I'm good.
I'm gonna just, and Mr. C. Prasky was kind of reading my mind here. I just want to throw this wrench in the equation. Christian Haynes, where do you have him in that conversation?
That's a plug and play guard. To me, I like Haynes and I like Zach Frazier. I think Frazier's the center though, and we got JMS there. So yeah, Christian Haynes is the best guard on the board. So Yeah, I like him.
You like Haynes more than Barton?
Oh, you talking about instead of Barton?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I like Barton a little bit better.
Yeah, I still would go.
Even though I'm a Haynes guy, I like Barton over Haynes.
Yeah.
Okay, so at 39, we're gonna take Barton, and then we'll see what happens here at 42. Green Bay with the Guyton. All right. Kingsley is in play.
Yeah, let me see who the receivers real quick.
Sure.
I just want to see. I know there's a lot of receivers. I just want to see if anybody fell. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We get a guy there. Kingsley. And then who's the best defensive players on the board right now?
Chris Jenkins, Chop.
Newbin.
Okay,
yeah. I'm comfortable getting Kingsley right here. Shore up the offensive line for Michael Penix Jr. What you saying, Drew?
Pull the trigger.
Drew said, pull it, bro. We got to pull it.
All right, Kingsley it is.
So now the offensive line look like this. You got Andrew Thomas, Graham Barton, JMS. We can put Evan Neal at right guard, and then Kingsley at right tackle, which, he's comfortable playing right tackle, played there the year before. So they go your 5 right there, man. Protecting Penix.
There it is. The kid says Kingsley, then Isaac, then Polk.
Definitely need a wide receiver and a pass rusher. Corner. Corner is a big need for these guys as well.
Chop still out there.
Chop's a guy. He's a top 25 player for us.
He is.
Can you hear me? What did DK say? I heard Polk.
He want Isaac. He want Isaac. Penn State.
Did he say?
Yeah, he's bigger than Chop. Better in the run game than Chop. But what Chop do is a pass rusher. I guess that's what you got Thibodeau there for. Maybe he wants a more physical guy opposite Thibodeau.
Gonna be a lot of people gonna have a lot of problems with us passing up going for Isaac over Chop, just because Chop is the no.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm going with Chop. Our consensus board has Chop higher. They're playing the same position. I like them both. Right. Don't get me wrong. I like both players quite a bit, but I would at 47 here. I would go with Chop. I'd prioritize him.
Also, Tyler Newbin would be a nice pick here for these boys as well.
Yeah, Xavier McKinney, I believe, is an unrestricted free agent.
They got to bring back McKinney. McKinney was one of the, I think, few players on that defense. Yeah, that was doing his thing over there.
What's the next pick after that? 47?
70.
Damn. So this is a big pick right here.
If you want to prioritize the safety and then go get the edge, I guess you could do that.
Let me see this. Let me see the safeties.
You need wind up
all of them.
You got Newbin, Kitchens, so you got all of them.
Yep.
Take your pick. And then let me see the edges.
These two are gonna go soon.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Let me see the edges. If we miss out on Chop,
Isaac's next.
He's gonna be gone by 70.
Isaac, Booker, your boy Marshawn Nealon. That's who starts to come to mind.
I think Chop, man. I'm with Chop right now, based on what I see.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
All right.
Yeah, you got to bring back McKinney.
DK, why you want Isaac over Chop?
Got to be the run game. Bigger, more physical in the run game.
What pick was that?
47.
47. All right.
Oh, he's talking about Eric.
Because your boy.
Reality.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Where did Kingsbury go again?
Sainris still. Was it Washington? He didn't go to Washington?
Washington, yeah. Washington.
That's why David Valentine's mentioned in the air raid. Yeah.
Man, I feel bad.
I was gonna suggest Sanders still here, but he goes one pick ahead. Unfortunately.
Oh man. Hurt.
You want to go get that wide receiver right there?
I like Roman Wilson.
Yeah, that's the receiver I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Or the big body Brendan Rice, man. Play that X. We need an X, bro. We got high. We got higher than Wandale Robinson.
You got the sure thing in Roman Wilson though. Hands, ability to get open consistently. Brendan Rice, you know he's gonna be physical. He is a true X, but is he gonna catch the damn football? All right, it's kind of. I'm taking Roman Wilson, bro.
Can't argue. I like Rome's game too. He didn't get much opportunities in Michigan, but he showed he was the best receiver at the Senior Bowl, and Brendan Rice was at the Senior Bowl. So
Roman Wilson, it is.
First day don't start with Jerry. Give me Wilson trash. Man, I'll be hating on my boy Brendan Rice, man.
Oh, that's your boy now? That's your boy?
That's my boy. Yeah. Okay. If I'm the only one defending him, that's my boy now, bro.
Hey man, I just need you to defend him drop passes, bro.
It's true. It's true.
All right, man. I think this is the perfect time to add a Kalen King, bro. I think it's the perfect time.
Let the sabotage begin, bro. Let the sabotage begin.
They do need a corner, though. They do need a corner.
Javon Baker, Estime. Again, the fourth round is a sweet spot. It is very much a sweet spot here in terms of talent that I think you're getting on day 3 that can contribute immediately.
All right.
So I guess the question is, what do we want to prioritize? Let's make our way through the draft board here.
I think corner is like
Javon Baker that you could add to that mix at receiver if you wanted to.
I think we're good at receiver. I think corner
running back.
Or even a safety. Hopefully, bring back McKinney.
I left.
Yeah, I think corner is the biggest need. Adoria, free agent.
Bro, Kalen King's right there at the top, bro. Look, pick 108, rank 108, bro. Come on, D-Kid.
Hey, if that ain't a sign, I don't know what is, bro. That's a sign right there.
I ain't in it, bro.
You ain't with it?
I ain't in it. If we were picking like
what's that? You on your own.
Like if it's 150, I might take him there. I just don't trust him, man. Confidence.
You know who I like here? I like Cam Hart. That's who I like.
Physical. I like Cam Hart there too. That 108.
Yeah, they need that outside corner.
You know, you mentioned Andrew Phillips, and obviously he's a little more sticky as it relates to, you know, the fluidity. But Cam Hart, he beats guys up. He had Brendan Rice in jail, my G. He had him in jail, right? And he's a better tackler than Andrew Phillips as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like Cam Hart here. What round we in now? The 4th? Yeah. So that's a sweet spot right there. Yeah, I'm with it. Size and physicality. Lock it up.
Before you click Kalen King, bro.
All right. Kalen King to the Falcons, Hadley. Let's get it.
Hey, man.
Yeah, put him out there, though.
We do work with corners, bro. We get him right.
Yeah, you did? How about Isaiah Oliver? What happened?
That's old school. We talking about the new guys there. We do work. AJ Terrell, man. What's that other corner?
Terrell Suggs?
Name right now. Nah.
Terrell what?
I mean Terrell Suggs. My bad.
I'm talking about Clark Phillips. No, I was talking about
No.
D. Alfred. D. Alfred. We did some work with D. Alfred.
Them boys was hating on AJ Terrell coming out, bro.
Oh yeah,
my goodness, bro.
It's true. It's true.
Eviscerated that.
It was the Jamar Chase game. It was the Jamar Chase game,
the
right?
national championship game.
Yeah. But
like, bro, it's one game, bro. Yeah. Come on.
Hey,
he was like, nah. Can't be getting done like that. Can't be getting done.
And it was only a couple of catches. It wasn't like it was
the whole game that he was getting done.
It wasn't the whole game. It was just a couple of catches.
On that type of stage. On that type of stage, you give up multiple TDs. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Right. But that's why you got to go back to the tape. You got to go back to the tape and really dissect it. Yeah. And I think that game is part of the reason why he came at a bit of a value at the end of the first round.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? He should have gone higher.
Yeah. Otherwise, he would have gone higher for sure. Yeah. All right. Here we are in the 5th round. How many picks do we have remaining? We have just two. Yeah. Got to make them count.
2 more picks.
Let me look at the scrolling marquee. Let me look at the scrolling marquee and see what we got. We got Michael Penix Jr. after the trade down. Of course, Giants fans are screaming at us right now. Graham Barton, Kingsley, offensive line looking phenomenal. Chop Robinson, Roman Wilson. See, we don't. Our offensive line ain't even bubbling like that without. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it could be, but I suppose
they need a running back.
They do need a running back.
Saquon ain't coming back, right?
You got the edge in the corner.
Doing that right here.
Yeah, the running back has to come in the 4th round, bro.
Yeah, damn. The boys made a run on them boys.
You gotta get your running back in the 4th.
What's the receiver saying? I just want to see what's there. We gotta go back to the well, but
we'll get Cornelius Johnson.
Cornelius.
Moose Muhammad.
Moose.
Okay. Do we end up? We didn't get a safety, right? Safety stand.
Not yet.
We say we bring him back.
Cole Bishop.
McKinney.
So
McKinney would be all right.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, we got Pinnock, and McKinney.
Okay.
Yeah. So McKinney, to your point, there's a likelihood perhaps that McKinney is back. Pinnock is in his last year of his rookie deal as well. Just keep that in mind.
We got Cam Hart in the corner. What's got float out there, bro? Or flat? Is it float or flat?
Flat.
Hold
down.
That's
got Bo Braid, Cole Bishop.
I take Cole Bishop over Bo Braid. That's just me. Even though a lot of people don't like him. It's hating out there in them streets, bro.
What running backs you said was out there? They do need a running back. Was Shipley. Got Vidal out there. Schrader. Lob. Pass catches right there.
It's tough, man.
Sheen Ali. Let's come back to him.
And Thrash is gone, right?
Yeah, Ali's turning into the Keaton Mitchell of this class, bro.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have him in every
draft.
Yeah, he said
the kid said he likes Shipley.
Like Shipley? You would take him here? You'd wait.
You probably have to take him here to get him, but I kind of like Cole Bishop. Even the linebacker, bro, like Bertrand, Cedric Gray,
Eichenberg.
What's the linebackers they got there are
Okarukri
and McFadden. Oh, they got Isaiah Simmons, free agent though.
Yeah, free agent, yeah. Gerard Davis. All right, so let's get us a linebacker, bro. Let's get us James Williams, bro.
No.
How about somebody up front next to Dexter Lawrence?
I was thinking about that. Maybe we can come back to that with our last pick. I was thinking about that. Right. Maybe Keith Randolph a little bit later.
Yeah, I like Randolph.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so what you saying now? You want a safety?
My vote is for Cedric Gray right here. That's
linebacker?
If we go linebacker, Cedric Gray. If we go safety, Cole Bishop.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm good with Cedric Gray.
All right.
What pick was that? Couldn't see it. 140. All right.
140. All right, one last selection here for the New York Giants in the 7th round 2024 NFL mock draft. We're at 185. Let's see who's available. We got Jalen Simpson out here for you. Joe Milton. Yeah.
Oh, didn't you say you was gonna draft your boy? What you doing?
Who that?
Keith Randolph.
Keith Randolph? Yeah. I said that. I'm just looking.
Okay.
Is it all right?
You ain't just forget, no?
No, I ain't forget. He's still there.
Here you go.
Got him in the back pocket.
The back motherfucking pocket.
Or do you draft Rasheen Ali?
Man, give my guy Keith Randolph some love, bro. I'm tired of just down the board, bro.
Give that man some love.
Man, he done gave you some insight on what the hell was going on.
Trade down, grab a few extra sevens.
Yeah,
I like what Mr. C saying. Mr. C. Kraske saying. You trade down and get them both.
That's what I'm trying to do here. So the one team that's interested doesn't have multiple sevens to offer. So let's see. It's too late though. Not gonna get both. Well, Ali might be available a little bit later. So let me see. Or we could trade back into the 7th round, leveraging a pick from 2025. So let's do that. Let's see if a 6 can get us into the 7th round. Oh, hell. That's why it's lopsided.
So we're trying to get 2 picks in the 7th.
All right, let's see. I'm working it out. I think Arizona might be the sweet spot.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too, DK. UDFA running back. Or we trying to work it out so we can get the running back and Keith Randolph.
Thing is, you would make it it'd be a spot people would want to come because they understand that you have a chance to start in terms of that UDFA running back position.
All right, we're gonna add Keith Randolph right here.
Mm-hmm. What pick was that?
And see, I was 185.
Okay.
See if Ali finds his way on our roster here. We're gonna find out. All right. Add Rasheen Ali to the mix. And we got one final pick here.
Since the Giants draft LAC, I'm selling my tickets. No love for Lad, man.
Dang.
No love for Lad.
Hard life. All right. We did bring in Cedric Gray. I was looking at Trevor Wallace here, but we did bring in Cedric Gray.
We got the interior defensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Got the corner. Gathered another corner or another receiver.
Let's see what the receiver position.
Or even a
Put a
tight end.
receiver, bro.
Bryson Nesbitt.
Tight end. Drew say a receiver.
Bryson Nesbitt is the only one that I'm familiar with.
Nesbitt. Oh, he's like a tight end, no?
Yeah, he's a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they see him as a receiver. I can see why he has a body type. I get it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Evan Ingram.
Got Roger Rosengarten out here, D-Kit.
Let's get him, bro.
Kingsley, Layton Robinson, Tanner Bortolini.
Them boys hate Kingsley, huh?
Gabe Hall. I know it's not ideal for an odd man front, but add him to the rotation. Obvious passing down situations. He could help out.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
I said nah.
Nah.
All right. Miles Cole, JJ Weaver.
JJ Weaver. What's the best offensive lineman left on the board?
I keep on trying to tell people this, Joey. And watching him live at the Senior Bowl, I thought he did well.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of hate because of the national championship game, but
oh yeah, it was real bad. It was
he's
real
athletic,
bad.
man.
Yeah.
Was that worse than AJ Terrell giving up them touchdowns?
It's close.
So let's get Rosengarten because we see what AJ Terrell turned into, right? Can't just watch it. You can't just watch him off of one game, can you? I mean, you can. All right.
Yeah, she got traits, bro. Athletic, man. You at the 7th round, you kind of want guys that's like athletic.
That's
that you
true.
can mold them up, develop them. He's not going to come in right away and start.
T-Kid said, is Kalen King still available? Don't draft Rosengarten.
Wow.
Yo.
Mr. Cipraski is banging on the table for ZTF.
I'm always down. Well, let me not say it like that. No, I'm always down for ZTF. Pause.
ZTF, pause.
Yeah, pause. You got Miles Cole. You want to talk about being a freak? I think he had the longest arms. I think he had 2 categories where he dominated in terms of measurables at the Senior Bowl. I wasn't really a fan of him in the game though, or in practice, but he's got those measurables, got those traits that we talk about. 7th round pick, take a flyer on him, see what happens.
Yeah, D-Kick approves, man. Let's go get Miles Cole, man. Texas Tech.
All right, Miles Cole it is. Okay. We'll see how PFF feels about this.
You got another pick?
Nah. We'll see what PFF feels about this mock draft of ours here. See our results here. All right. So obviously the controversy, right, is going to be the fact that Jaden Daniels was in our lap. We didn't have to move up. We didn't have to trade. We didn't have to do anything. And we opted to go in a different direction. All right. We're going with our guy, Michael Penix Jr. So we trade down. We add a 2nd round pick this year and a 2nd round pick in next year's draft. Of course, we get the quarterback we covet with May and Caleb Williams off the board. Graham Barton slides a bit. So we're able to get him in the 2nd round, and we plan on playing him at guard. On all likelihood, he'll be left guard. And then, of course, my guy Kingsley, who I've started to really, I've turned the page with him. He's the type of player that I'm comfortable taking in that the 20 to 32 range. If I'm in need of a tackle, right, based on how the board is unfolding. So the question was, do we go get Tyler Guyton and Christian Haynes, Graham Barton, Kingsley? You know what I mean? With Barton being the guy we prioritize, Guyton actually went with the very next selection to Green Bay. So we end up with Kingsley, which I'm perfectly comfortable with. And then Chop Robinson, right? There was some conversation as to whether or not we go with Adisa Isaac, his teammate from Penn State here, but Chop Robinson is higher on our board. I think he can come in and give you some some good speed and power off the edge. Roman Wilson, we add Roman Wilson to our receiver room here. He was clearly the best receiver in the Senior Bowl, lightly used at Michigan, but I think he definitely has the goods. You know how big of a fan I am of Cam Hart. We get him in the 4th round to help out that secondary. And of course, the second level of that defense. And again, this is a conversation I was having with D-Kit about, you know, having good players at the second level of your defense can really change the outlook of your defense. You understand what I'm saying? It can really help legitimize it in a pretty quick manner here. So Cedric Gray is the type of guy that we like. He's a top 100 player for us, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So getting him at 140 certainly is a value. Keith Randolph, Drew, you alluded to it, and I'll make mention of it here. I'm going to talk about it more as we get closer and closer to the draft. But I had an opportunity to interview him in Mobile during the Senior Bowl, and one of the things that we noticed on tape was the fact that he and Jazon Newton always seemed to be two-gapping, right? These are guys that we thought had a certain level of quickness and athleticism to get up the field and be disruptive and play on the opposite line of the line of scrimmage, but they just weren't given that opportunity, weren't given the latitude of it. And something that just kind of, I was taken aback by it. He said, you know, as I was asking him about that, he said, you know, we were taught our first step is always lateral. It's never upfield. It's always lateral, right? So you're never truly attacking under those circumstances, right? So you don't necessarily get a great feel for what those players are capable of. And despite that, they are still talented enough, in the case of Jazon Newton, to be a first-round guy. Keith Randolph, I think, certainly is in the conversation of the 4th or 5th round. He's going a bit later in the PFF mock drafts, but certainly I think he's in that 4th, 5th round conversation. So very interesting nugget there. Rasheen Ali to a pretty bare backfield here. Again, he's going to be a bit of a favorite of ours on most of these mock drafts. If we need to run it back late, he's really the option. We traded a 6th round pick in 2025 to get a pair of 7th round selections, again, in order to select Ali. And then we bring in Miles Cole, who has a lot of traits to work with here. And that's kind of what you're looking for late in the draft. All right. So that's it. That's the New York Giants 7th round mock draft. Headley, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up Mr. C. Prasky said here about you know, we should have weighed Jalen McMillan more. We should have thought about him more to go along with Michael Penix Jr., you know, college teammates, 2 years experience there. Yeah, I understand that, but I love the Roman Wilson pick. You know, he's a guy that could play inside, outside. And he gets open quickly. You know, I'm not saying McMillan doesn't either, but I think Roman Wilson has another gear to his game. You know, I think he's going to run really fast at the combine. And, you know, just gives a guy, Michael Penix, a guy that could get open quickly. Because Hyatt, you know what he's going to do deep down the field. You know what Wan'Dale Robinson's going to do. He's a slot. You kind of want to scheme some things open to him. But a guy, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, we need a guy to get open, get that first down, move the chains. I think Roman Wilson was a great pickup right there in round 3.
To piggyback off of what you were saying in terms of McMillan, I think he's not a guy I would put on the outside. Roman Wilson is, so therefore Roman Wilson's going to be the higher rated player because they're similar in terms of their movements, in terms of how they get open. Boys can break people off at the top of the route and all that kind of stuff. But I think that Roman Wilson has the ability to play outside on that boundary. Yeah,
he's a Z. So whereas McMillan is almost exclusively a slot.
Slot, correct. Yeah, so it kind of limits him. But
I get Mr. C. Prasky's point though that familiarity could breed a certain level of production, right? Especially out the gate. You understand what I'm saying? You want your young quarterback to have some success early, build that confidence, right? You know, confidence is a hell of a drug. So I understand that point, but I'm with you both. I think Roman Wilson is a superior player in terms of how you can deploy him across the formation. All right. What about the rest of this draft here, Drew?
Let me see, man. I mean, these are all, you know, guys that we love and that are high on our boards. I mean, I like the draft of these boys. This team now has a quarterback who's going to not turn the football over. That's one thing Michael Penix did not do. He's played a lot of football. And like we said earlier, we need to protect him. We did that with the 2, Barton, in terms of going to kick in there, play some guard, and Kingsley going to play that tackle. I think it said we're going to kick. Are we kicking Evan Neal inside as well?
Yeah, he's going to play right guard.
Okay, yep. So we've kind of shored up the offensive line to keep Penix clean. And then we got him a receiver in Roman Wilson. Maybe they get a guy in free agency as well to add. Maybe they find their true X, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, on the outside. And then we got us Cam Hart, because I think it's a Dory Jackson contract is up. So you need a guy out there to play some corner, physical, run down the field with you, physical all the way down the field, and even at the catch point. Cedric Gray at the second level, love him there. And then Keith Randolph to pair with Dexter Lawrence. Give some pressure and let that man rush, man. Just let him penetrate. Let him get downhill, not worrying about going laterally and all this other kind of stuff. And then Rasheen Ali, obviously, these boys. This is assuming Saquon. Well, this is not necessarily assuming Saquon's not coming back, but I don't think Saquon's coming back. So you get that guy, and then Miles Cole was just a guy that we grabbed because of the traits, and we see if we can work that out. Not a guy you have to throw in there right away and save the team in terms of coming off the edge.
All right. That's going to do it. I don't think there's anything else to add here. I mean, D-Kid seems to be pleased with what we've accomplished here. Again, I imagine we'll get a lot of pushback with respect to the decision at the quarterback position, but we're not moving off of our belief in Michael Penix Jr. I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater, despite the struggles during the national championship game. I think his arm plays very well in that cold weather, and in that division. You understand what I'm saying? Because of course you got games at Philly, you got games, in Washington. There's only one dome team in that division in Dallas. So that mental fortitude, and again, I don't necessarily want to take things away from Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels is really great. I think he's great, right? I think Penix and Daniels were the main considerations for the Heisman this year, right? Daniels obviously had a bit of a historic run here, which was fine, but I just the way Penix plays quarterback, and again, he's had some bad injury or bad luck with the injuries. I think just the way he plays quarterback plays for a longer time as well, right? We haven't seen Jaden Daniels in terms of not necessarily having that extra gear. There will come a time with Jaden Daniels when he's not as dynamic as he is now. You understand what I'm saying? So I think all things considered, and the way we filled out this roster, the way we were able to address the offensive line as well as add an immediate impact player in terms of the edge rush, I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it trading down and selecting Penix as opposed to Daniels at 6. All right. Let me answer. Let's answer on my squares question here. No. We're gonna move Neal into guard. Kingsley's gonna play tackle. Andrew Thomas and Kingsley are our tackles. What are they doing with Danny Dimes? What happens with Danny Dimes is that he is effectively your backup. I'm not sure that he's going to be healthy at the beginning of the season. So it really is Penix's show. And then I think at the end of the year, he has next year effectively the cap hit is a little bit more palatable. If they cut him, it's $22 million in dead cap. If they were to cut him now, it would cost them $70 million. So it's not tenable currently, but I think next year they can stomach it.
What's it, Danny who? Danny DeVito.
Eric, that's are you thinking? I think you're thinking in terms of the Falcons, and I've said that for a long time. I've talked about it for quite some time there. Joey Nichols saying Michael Penix is Seattle. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad landing spot.
Oh, the location.
It may fall that way. It might fall that way, seeing how Seattle be moving and Penix is falling down draft boards.
All right. That's going to do it, gents. I want to thank everybody for rocking with us. As always, great show. 3 more 7-round mock drafts. We'll continue to keep it going. Our next show will be on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So don't forget, typically on Fridays, we start between 9:30, 9:40 Eastern. This will be closer to 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. So for Headley, Drew, this is Juice. Everybody, once again, thank you. We'll see you guys next week.